Exactly. What I was thinking. We're live. I didn't even have to go live. Hello, wrestling fans.
Hi, everybody. How's it going out there?
I forgot to do studio stuff.
Hey.
So anyways, we're live.
Hey. Hey, everybody.
Thanks for joining us.
Did you hear all of our garbage out there that we were saying?
No, I just did it. But I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go live until I look. But we are live.
Well, we're here before 6 o'clock. Don't mind me shoving things down my shirt. What else we got going on in my pocket? Stuff.
Boom.
Alright.
Chitty chitty bang bang. Or is it chitty chitty bang bang? Some sort of bangs and bangs.
Chitty bang bang.
Woo! So hopefully somebody gets a notification soon and shows up in here.
You need to be on the
I'm looking
regular
for
TV.
stuff. Just do your job.
I am. I'm here. I'm doing stuff. I'm just being myself. He likes it, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
So a little behind the scenes today of us setting up.
How's everybody doing out there?
Hello, Karina.
Looks like Ayla's in the chat saying, "Hey, Walter." Is Walter
So he must have been in here earlier, but
Karina Collins is out there. Hey, Karina, how's it going out there? How was your weekend? How was everybody's weekend? Did everybody out there survive all the horrific weather in some parts of the United States? If you are in the United States, that would be parts, quote unquote, in the South area,
or parts unknown.
Texas area, and other southern type states. Why is that? Because they're tornadoes.
All sorts of stuff. We're still waiting for wrestling to come on, so I can't tell you what matches are going to be on tonight, because I did write them down on my phone.
Wow, you wrote them down on your phone? That's weird.
All right, so we do have Chad Gable and Otis, the Alpha Academy, going one-on-one with the Street Profits. We have the Usos going one-on-one with RK Bro. That should be a pretty good match right there. We have a fatal four-way, I believe, with the women. It's an 8-man tag team match. I think it's Team Good against Team Bad there. That's Naomi, Sasha Banks, Rhea Ripley, Liv, Queen Zelina Vega, Carmella, Naomi, and Shayna Baszler.
I mean Natalya and Shayna Baszler.
Okay, whoever I said. And then we got The Miz going one-on-one with Rey Mysterio. And then we have Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. They are not going one-on-one with each other, but they will both make appearances to Nizai.
On Raw. We also did see that they added another WrestleMania match to night one.
Saturday.
One. It's a tag team match. The New Day people.
Yeah, the New Day.
Xavier Woods and Kofi going up against
Butch's bunch.
Sheamus and
Ridge Holland.
That's his name, Ridge Holland.
Old Ridge.
Stupid name.
I usually forget it and usually remember it.
Janelle Jackson's in the chat. Hey, Janelle. How's it going? Aaron is out there also. Hey, Aaron. Wants her hat. Wants it. Wants to take it, lick it, do whatever with it he likes to do.
Why would you lick
Sophie's in the chat. Hey, Sophie. How's it going? Says, hi. I think they keep changing the night AJ Styles versus Edge is out because they don't want it to be on the same night as Rollins versus Cody. Quite possibly. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know.
Let's just say yes.
Knows. They don't know.
It just seems weird. But on their site, they still have it on night one. Right?
Night one. Yes.
But I don't think it's going to be on night one because they keep advertising it. They keep doing it. We'll see tonight.
But on the WWE's actual website, it shows night one. Ravi is in the chat. Hey, Ravi. How's it going? Says, feel the vibe. Is Seth Rollins with the Master Blaster. What the fuck? Sophie's like, so how many matches does night one of Mania have now?
7.
1,284.
It really just depends on what's happening. And, one of those matches isn't really a match. So...
It's not true. It's a fake.
Well, we know that one's not a match.
Not a match.
With Kevin Owens and Stunning Steve.
Robbie says Monday Night Fraudulent. Yeah? Fraudulent? Is that what it's called now? The Fraudulent? So, I don't know if they forgot to start it or if we're on the wrong channel.
That's guarantee that's it.
I feel like I was lost for a moment in the world. Oh, there he is!
Brock is there.
Brock Lesnar, night of showing what he did last time he was there.
What time is it?
It is 6:04. We lost 4 minutes of whatever happened.
Well, somebody should have been talking to me.
Robbie's like, who knows? Nobody. Vindicator says, hey, Vin, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
I gotta mute that.
Sophie's like, I'm sorry, I wasn't part of your prediction show last night to give my predictions. Yeah, you should be sorry. You
Boo!
Put yourself in the closet.
And buy a bag of Christ's body.
Yes, buy a bag of communion bread so that you can be forgiven for your son. You have to eat all of it, though. It's like Jesus. Vindicator's like, I'm grateful to be in the Gab stream of relevancy. So thankful. Thankful. Need some communion
It
bread.
looks like Vince in here.
Some Jesus.
Up in here.
Need some Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus. Like Cheez-Its, but Jesus.
Is that sacrilege?
No.
So we're going to go ahead and burn you in the backyard.
It's... No.
See?
So we're going to go ahead.
No, it's...
So I should have let it play.
Sacrilegious.
Sacrilegious. Burn that. Put that in your pipe and burn it.
Sacrilegious.
We
It's now
want the smoke.
sacrilegious. Sophie says it's weird
Brock
that one
is
night of
in the
Mania
ring.
has 7 matches and the other night has 5 or 6. Yeah, Sophie, it's true, but at the same time, the Kevin Owens show really isn't technically a match, right? I mean, they aren't going to really call it a match. There's like get together, a gathering of 2 people that don't like each other. But here's like, I see you two with your his and hers laptops. Yeah, can you see both of them up there? Yeah. It's not really a his and hers thing, although this one is smaller than that one. A little bit, looks like.
They're same size screens. Like the actual monitors.
Mm-hmm.
17, I think.
Yeah. Travis just likes to have things there to be distracting, so that I'm like, I don't know what's happening. What's over there?
You don't pay
It's like a
attention
squirrel.
anyways.
It's a movement though. Out of
What
the
I should do
peripheral
is have
vision.
this one over there and be able to do everything on that one. And then I could do like live time, like typing in who's wrestling. Right now it could say like Brock's in the ring.
Why would you have it over here? And this one?
Yeah, that one has to do it.
Oh, I see.
Then people would know when they look at us, they'd be like, what's happening? And I'd be like, right now, Brock, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, Brock's out there with his fancy cowboy hat on.
It's a spoiler. What's
It's
happening?
a spoiler now.
Yeah, you can play around. You can play around.
He's a face now, so he's got to be all nice to everybody. What?
We're going to trip down the streets of Suplex City. The old beast of Broadway.
What? It distracts him a little bit, but he's okay with it. Stone Cold's coming. He's going to play along with it, too.
They didn't kick my ass. Enough. Vindicator says Brock head is still too big for that rancher's hat, isn't it, Talitha? Nah. I've seen some cowboys around Idaho that have bigger noggins. So yeah. Sophie says, I'm confused. The websites say that this past week's SmackDown was the go-home show for Mania. The Mania name is getting dried up with them using it a lot, especially this week. Mania, Raw, SmackDown, and of course Mania Backlash. Yeah, it's now called WrestleMania Raw tonight.
It's WrestleMania a month and a half.
It's like WrestleMania Raw. It's so dumb. And they're going to call it WrestleMania SmackDown. They're like, we don't know why we're going to do this, but we're going to because people pay attention to WrestleMania stuff. Robbie's like, Brock look good shop. And Robbie also says, haha. So he says, Austin versus Brock, a match we have never gotten before. Yeah, that'll probably never really happen.
You know what would be funny is if they wrestled and it was a double count out. And it was a draw.
He would have to be really careful with him.
What? Him and Roman?
No, I was talking about Steve. I thought that's who you were talking about.
Oh, no.
Sophie was saying Austin versus Brock, a match we have never gotten before.
Yeah, Austin didn't want it. And you can't blame him. His voice.
He squeaked a little.
He's squeaking a little bit.
Brock
Lesnar! Brock Lesnar!
He's like, I can't yell that much, guys. Brock Lesnar! You gotta do it from the deep of your diaphragm. And now he's leaving. He made his promo speech.
That's it. He just made a few $100,000. Now he's off to WrestleMania.
He's off to do whatever he does in the back. Beat up cars. Ravi says, what a great start to Raw is War. Sophie says Seth is going to have a match at Mania with Vince picking an opponent for him, and we won't find out who that is until that night.
That is how they should do it.
Yeah, it should be a big surprise. Oh, wait, it probably will
Yeah,
be.
see, it's an 8. That's what I figured was going to happen.
8-woman tag team match tonight. But the EST is back after 2 weeks of having her throat broken.
Boo!
We're going to have to listen to her again.
Maybe she'll talk like a dog that's got its voice removed.
Has its voice box gone.
Have you ever seen those dogs?
Yes. They
I had a
so
buddy
bad,
in
it's
high
sad.
school. They barked. It was more annoying than if they had their voices.
Right?
Because they were your dogs, the same things.
Mm-hmm, the Schnauzers.
Yeah, those German Schnauzers or whatever.
Tonight, RK Bro versus the Usos, huh?
Should be a good one.
It's happening tonight. Seth having his temper tantrum he had the other week. Right. I hate all
Just
of
breaking
you.
things.
I don't
That's what Becky has to
understand.
put up with. That temper.
He was summoned to McMahon's Seth Rollins' WrestleMania fate. Tonight's happening. Man's deciding it. What the fuck is he wearing? His suit matches everything he has on, so it's like
You don't know where to
a
start.
shit show.
The Miz.
The Miz is happening. He is having a match tonight, guys, with Rey Mysterio. Just so you know, so y'all can be excited about it.
We all want to
Roy's
watch
like,
that from
"Oh,
Cleveland,
gee, with
Ohio.
all the WWE impressions. Esther, do you so excited to see her back? Yes. So he says with Roman appearing on Raw tonight, that opens the door for him to be part of both shows moving forward after Mania. Yeah. Robbie says Miz TV, and Sophie says, did you hear about Listen with Chris Rock from last night? And Robbie says, is Miz chatting tonight? Who knows? I'm sure he's going to have something to say.
Oh, he'll say something. Before his match this, Saturday? I guess I should write these down so I know where they're at.
Sophie says, I saw the Seth Vince segment on YouTube not that long ago.
So they show the whole segment on there, so we don't need to watch it.
Oh, good. So we can just
Take a commercial break at that
take
time.
a complete break. We'll just leave, get up and leave.
He takes his mask. I
You
love
guys
it.
can stare empty.
He put it on eBay for $100,000
Did
or
somebody
best
buy it?
offer. Or best offer. He took it down.
Oh.
It was on Instagram.
Oh, he found Logan to... He took pictures of it all around his house and posted on Twitter and Instagram.
That was awesome.
Dork. Robbie's like, Ray fraud in a match. Yeah, that's happening. With the person that everybody hates anyways. I don't know why everybody would be upset about it. Everybody hates The Miz.
The Miz, Logan Paul versus Mysterios or Ray and Son. Dun 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 dun.
Yes,
Dun,
that
dun,
is
dun,
happening
dun,
on
dun, dun,
WrestleMania.
dun, dun,
That will be on night 1 of WrestleMania.
The
is
better
when
night?
That will happen.
Is night one going to
I
be a
guess.
better
I'm
night?
not sure if it's the better one or not the better one. So he says they probably edit some stuff from that segment before showing it on Raw. Yes, yes. Luke is in the chat though. Hey Luke, how's it going, sir? Film says, hi Miss D, Travis, big hugs, big hearts. Hey Film, how's it going, man?
Fantastic
How's
night.
your
You guys ready
weekend?
for Monday Night Raw or WrestleMania Raw?
Yes.
Is it Monday Night WrestleMania Raw? It's a lot
It's
of words.
WrestleMania Monday Night Raw.
Holy crap.
That's a lot of words to say and I don't like it. Film says, let's go. I'm excited. WrestleMania, here we come. And as Robbie says, Ray and Son sounds disappointing. Well, anything with Ray's son in it sounds disappointing. Let's see. Sophie says it will be interesting to see which wrestling promotion will do their own version of the Chris Rock Will Smith slap. Yes, which one? They all will.
They always
Robbie's
do it.
like, lucky Luke in the house, and Luke's like, hi, delete that. Heart to heart. Oh, and drop. Luke's like, LOL. Robbie says, just call it Monday Night Fraud. Can't. It's
WrestleMania Monday night.
WrestleMania Monday Night Fraud. Raw. Raw. The Raw Fraud. Sounds terrible. It was like, Will Smith versus Chris Rock. Will Smith versus Chris Rock memes are already so top tier. LOL. Yes, there were some jokes that were pretty funny. They were hilarious. They were so funny. I made Travis listen to a joke from one of them. It was hilarious, huh, Travis?
Yeah. The face one.
Yes, it was pretty funny.
Hilarious. It is funny stuff.
What did Chris Rock wake up with all over his face this morning?
What?
Fresh Prince.
Boom.
So funny. So funny. Sophie says, so being a champion doesn't mean you'll be part of the Mania card. Exactly, because champions, Intercontinental and the United States aren't there yet. We don't know. That's subject to change, of course. We have a whole week, right? Between now and Friday, they have a few days to change anything. Robbie says, do you remind me of Beth Phoenix when you commentate? Thanks. Sophie says, with the Will Smith Chris Rock thing, there are already people that are behind both guys. Yes, people will take sides in those kind of situations. All I saw was somebody who is against violence promoting violence on a national stage.
Right. Telling kids that it's okay to strike as long as your feelings are hurt.
Well, and as long as you're doing it for somebody else, right? Because he laughed about the joke.
Well, no, it was his feelings were hurt. It doesn't matter who it was about.
Right.
He didn't feel right inside, so he struck.
Because he laughed about it.
But I'm pretty sure it's fake.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you watch this back, it's a little too deliberate. So I don't know. Maybe the two guys got together and figured it out. But because there's no way it hurt. If you've watched it in slow motion. They have it in super slow-mo and 4K.
There's no way it's not a fucking setup. I mean, it is so dumb. Like, I was like, either Will Smith punches like a pussy ass.
Right.
Or fucking Chris Rock can take it like no other person I've ever seen before take it.
I don't know. We'll find out if it's real or if both of them are just trying to revive their careers or whatever. And, like, the reason I say that is because Chris Rock has a Netflix comedy special coming up at some point. Mm-hmm. And we'll see if it's a work, because if he does 25 minutes, that's a half hour of work right there.
It is.
Talking about Will Smith and his wife.
Let's just say for shits and giggles, it wasn't
I didn't even
real.
know they were still together. I thought he didn't like her.
Right.
And I'm like, wait, he's married? Like, did he marry somebody else? And I guess it's still that Jada Pinkett.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
She is a dumb bitch. I hate her.
And we know she's a piece of work.
I do not give a rat's ass what her problems are for her medical problems. Sorry you got him, bitch, but if you're going to be that fucking sensitive about him, then you need to not have them.
She's a little wackadoodle.
She is a wacko.
She even says she's crazy. She was in Boys in the Hood. And so, I like that movie.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only movie I've ever liked her in. But
she had a very tiny part in that Bad Moms.
Oh, she did. That was her.
But yeah.
Lucha Logan! Is he going to come out with it on?
Is he really going to be wearing his mask?
We'll see.
He said he was going to have it steam cleaned and bleached. Oh, God, he is. He's wearing it.
Lucha Logan!
Oh, Lord, pants. No, why? Why?
If he's got it on his face, that's normally where you would wear it.
But at least it's not on his pants.
I think Michael Cole's out there. I think that was Michael Cole talking.
Is he filling in
for Michael
somebody?
Cole.
Oh, he must be filling in for somebody tonight. Weird.
And Byron Saxton, and I hear, obviously, Corey Graves, so the old team's back together.
I wonder if What's-His-Face had to take the day off or something.
Smith.
Luke says, I was playing WWE 2K last night when my Twitter started blowing up with notifications. I logged on and, man, it was hilarious.
It was nuts. Like, I was just kind of... We were watching Vikings, and I was just kind of flipping around on there, watching the show. And I was like, what is going on? Because I didn't know the Oscars were still around.
I know. They have such poor ratings anyways.
Well, I didn't know that people watched that. I mean, obviously, even Luke wasn't watching it. Like, nobody watches that shit. And all of a sudden, I'm like, I guess they're still around.
So, you know what's really funny is I feel like it has to be staged, right? Because if that shit really happened, like, security would have been out there. They would have arrested Will Smith. They would have escorted him off the premises. They would have made sure that Chris Rock was okay. You know, all this stuff. So, you know, all I saw was Hollywood placating, downplaying shit, and you know, throwing their weight around.
Oh, look at that.
So much
Logan left. Miz got attacked by Dom.
Of course he left. Ray's like, I want my mask
Ray's like,
back.
I want my mask back. Look how little he is. So cute.
He's so adorable next to that guy. Ooh, he's like, I got out fast enough.
Can we keep him? Can we take him home?
Can we keep him? Can we take him home?
Dominik has been ejected.
As he should be. He
attacked one of the wrestlers.
He attacked the wrestler who's wrestling. So, yeah, he should be ejected. Completely. Denied.
The referee got it right.
Ravi says, D, with jokes like that, it's no wonder Chris Rock keeps on working out. That wasn't my joke. That came from a guy on TikTok that it sounds funnier because he's Indian, so it's funny. Sophie says, if you're a part of the Battle Royal on Friday, I don't see you being booked for the Real Mania card. Possibly. Robbie says, Will Smith was a good rapper back in the day. And Sophie says, I like both guys, Chris Rock and Will Smith, though. I don't know which one I'm totally behind.
Parents just don't understand.
Luke says, Sophie, please slow down on posting in just a bit, please. I'm trying to catch up. LOL. Luke says, the weirdest thing is Jada actually has and lead sings for a metal band. Well, if she has soft skin like that, she's in the wrong band type of genre there. They're kind of ruthless sometimes. Rob says, D, when is Rey and Sons coming on the Gap? Hopefully never. Rey, I would love
Rey Mysterio to be on here, but I honestly would say no to Dominik.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Logan and him are all hugging each other.
I would have Hook on here before.
Right.
I'd probably have Dante Martin on here before.
Sophie says Will Smith and Jada have a weird relationship. They're married, but they separated, and she dated someone for a while before getting back together with Will. Yeah,
I heard they're swingers. I don't know a lot about it, but I did read that. So
yeah.
I mean, obviously, I can't tell you my source. It was just on the interweb.
Yeah.
So just Google are Will Smith and Jada swingers, and you'll see what I read.
Real? Or is it
so I don't know how.
Do they just kind of do their thing? But yeah, Jada Pinkett is a little bit of a cray-cray. Like, literally, she's crazy.
Which reminds me of the Viking show that I was watching last night. They were trying to get their slave involved in their sex life.
Yes. Luke says, I love awards show, but even I want the Oscars gone. So if he says I don't watch the Oscars, I sometimes watch the Academy Awards. You know what's funny, you guys? I don't watch any of that garbage.
There's no way I'd watch that.
To me, I just look at it as garbage, and we're just promoting stupidity from a place that nobody should be looking up to. Yeah, you entertain us. That's fantastic. Good for you. And you get paid way too much money to do it. Wow, great. Good for you. But their influences that they have on some of the things in society is ridiculous. Sophie says that film says, speaking of Pittsburgh, let's go Pittsburgh Steelers. Shout out to DMD's hometown and her hometown team.
DMD.
Sophie says,
Pittsburgh.
Would you be open to interview a wrestler?
Yeah,
Yes,
I thought about it.
And we have a Ginger Celeste in the chat. Hey, Ginger.
Hey, Ginger. It would be a different type of format than anything that
Oh.
anybody's used to, though. Because I would go into mental health. I wouldn't go into their career stuff.
Robbie's like, D, you can ask Rey why he wears a diaper.
And
I'm
then
sure that would go over really well.
I would have full grown men crying on my show.
Robbie's also like, Hollywood, what's that? Like Bollywood. in your culture.
Ooh.
I don't know what the equivalent is in England for your guys' like celebrity
Hollywood
stuff.
They watch American movies there.
I know they do.
That's the equivalent. The Queen.
They have celebrities and movies and shows and stuff like that. I just don't know what they call it.
The Queen. The equivalent of meeting somebody here that's an actor is the same thing as meeting the Queen there.
Is it? I'm pretty sure most people don't care about the Queen.
In Europe, I bet it's a bigger deal.
I bet it's
Shit,
not.
they were singing God Bless the Queen at the boxing match we watched the other day.
It was because it was in fucking Europe and the guy who won is from fucking Leeds.
That's what I'm talking about. They're from there. They care about meeting the Queen. That's why I said it's the equivalent.
Okay, that is their song. And they're going to sing it.
Just
That doesn't mean that they're all like freaking excited to meet the Queen.
Ravi, would you be excited to meet the Queen? I mean, just like...
You are asking the wrong UK person. I bet you anything.
Would you want to touch her hand?
He's like, I don't care about those stupid people. Ginger
I mean,
says,
I want to
"It's
meet
me, your
Denzel.
sister.
Denzel
Ginger
Washington.
is just my alias. Oh,
Ah.
it's the Ginger. Oh, hi. What are you doing? Why are you here? Why'd you come?
Stalker much? No, just kidding.
Is it because we locked the door? No,
Are you here?
I'm teasing. I'm kidding. Looks like Bollywood is as big and crazy as Hollywood from what I can tell. I think it's like worse in some ways, but
A lot of
probably
sex
not
slavery.
as sex slavery. I think our Hollywood's way more sex slavery. Roberto Lozano's in the chat though. Hey, Roberto says, I'd be watching the Hall of Fame this Friday because The Undertaker's in it. Hell yeah.
Ah, I actually might watch it now. They got the Steiner brothers in there. I was like, nah, I'm not excited about this one. And then all of a sudden I was like, shit, I might have to watch this. When I saw the Steiner, I'm like, Scott Steiner is a fucking hoot, dude. If he's going to be there, I got to watch it.
If he's still got it, right?
Oh, he's got it. He's an asshole. He still wrestles, I believe.
Robbie says, now I still gas that I met D through the Gab, to be honest. Oh, really? I'm above the royal queen herself for you. That's nice.
Whoa.
Is that treason?
1, 2, 3. It's over. Ray won. Fluke roll up.
Got his fruit roll up like always. He didn't even get to do a 619. But it's a good thing that Ray has his attire marked for what it is. All those old, problems he has as being old. He has mask written on his mask just so he knows that that's what it is. That's good.
Uh-oh, Dominik, are they going to try to steal that mask back?
Oh.
Uh-oh, double 619.
Oh,
Double 619. Oh, Logan
denied.
saves himself.
Denied.
Oh, don't lose your mask. No!
Oh, you
We
lost
saw his
it.
face. That's disrespectful.
Now you can't be a lucha no more.
They stole his mask. You know how disrespectful that is to the lucha culture?
Totally.
That's dick.
Oh, man. What? Oh.
That's
He's
dick.
gonna get the 619? Oh, save him, Logan.
Logan isn't going to save him. That's setting up the 3-on-1 later.
Gross.
Well,
Poor Lucha Logan's having an identity crisis right now.
Logan can't do anything.
Did he just shimmy?
He did. Like Britney Spears back in the day.
I'm not sure what Logan's doing over there.
Well, he
being a
can't do
wacko.
anything because he can't get too physical. I was lost in his handsome gaze.
What? What?
Oh, look, he took off his mask and put his other mask on. He mask swapped.
When did he do that?
Didn't he just do it right then? Pretty sure he just put that mask on and took that one off. But maybe he had that mask. Did it have a beard on it or a mohawk or not?
No, but how did he do it without showing his face?
He was standing in the corner and he just went. That's up next. Seth Rollins. The decision. McMahon's decision on Seth Rollins' WrestleMania fate.
Sophie's like, people out there think that Will Smith, Chris Rock thing was fake. Well,
It-
I kind of looked at
I mean,
it as like
come
kind of a little bit of a setup, just the way it was. But
I mean, if you look at it, go look at the community tab today that I posted.
It's just too much inconvenience for people to start. Your focus is on the wrong thing. Who gives a shit? Focus on something else. Like, nobody should be caring about what.
Other than it's funny, and I'm glad that they did something funny at the Oscars. That makes me want to watch maybe one of these days when I'm older and don't care about humanity.
When I'm senile and have no idea who these dumbass people are. Vindicator says, so will the baby faces win that 8-woman tag match tonight, Travis? Are there baby faces involved?
Yes, I think so.
Who are the baby faces?
So, in wrestling, weak throw, sissy smack, point of contact, he's staring. He, instead of trying to even remotely move, eye contact, he's bracing for it.
Right.
Neck tucked, just like in wrestling, and then leaning into it so because he knows it's coming.
Right.
And then no attempt at all to stop it. His hands are behind his back.
Right. Yeah.
So I just have a hard time believing it could possibly be real. Because if you're a man, and Chris Rock's a man, and somebody's coming at you,
you're gonna take a step back. You're not gonna come forward.
You're not gonna put your hands behind your back and lean forward with your chin, like ready. It just doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, Robbie's like, "D, what's the queen gonna offer me that you're offering me?" What? I didn't know we were offering things. I have a lemon cream pretzel. That's all I got.
Put it in a Ziploc bag, send it right over.
I'll send it over the pond. So if it says, I'm surprised that the Steiner brothers are getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. I thought Scott Steiner was blackballed from the WWE. No, he wasn't blackballed. He just didn't want to be a part of the WWE.
And who knows if he is or not. The point of that is that his nephew is wrestling.
In it. Why would he?
And that's huge to keep him on board long term.
Yeah. Philip says, boo, Logan Paul, boo. And Robbie says, oh, this match is funny.
It's Lucha Logan.
Hey, Robbie, happy Monday. And you know what that means. And Robbie's like, film, yo. Jacob Jean says, I am at a hockey game. Blues are winning 2-0. Jacob, you lie. I thought you weren't going to be here, you liar face. Lie. You lies. Lies. Sophie says, I watch the Hall of Fame sometimes. Logan Paul for the celebrity wing of the WWE Hall of Fame in 2032.
He'll be in it. He won't have to wait long if he doesn't want to.
Robbie says, oh, Seth will get a match. Yeah, it's going to happen. Sophie says, Chris Rock is the WWE and Will Smith is AEW.
Oh, yeah?
Is that how we're doing the whole...
Are you saying that AEW doesn't hit very hard? Is that what you're saying?
For Sophie, I'm guessing that's true.
Yes.
That Sophie that is looking at AEW as a puss-ass like Will Smith is.
Right.
Gets led around by his tallywhacker. The wife wears the pants. In more ways than one. Robbie says, sounds tasty whatever you are sending me in that Ziploc bag.
It is a American. It's American cuisine. One pretzel has 22 grams of sugar.
Yes, they're very sugary, so. But it doesn't have any high fructose corn syrup, so that's always a plus. But yes, I did get these from Costco the other day. They're quite delicious. They are called lemon cream flavored pretzels. They're delicious. Everybody should eat them. Except Travis, because he doesn't eat that stuff. And he's a loser face anyways, so.
Hey, yeah.
Huh?
It's Veer!
It's Veer, he's coming tonight! No, wait, next week.
Next week? The 4th?
His fate's sealed, whoever's fate it is. You're certain and his fate's sealed. So this is Chris Rock and Kevin Hart versus Will Smith and Martin Lawrence with Dave Chappelle as a special ref.
Right, and then Jada Pinkett Smith in a shark cage above the ring.
Luna says pretzels, ? Yeah, they're lemon cream pretzels. They're pretty good. They're like chocolate covered pretzels, but they're covered in lemon cream instead. They're pretty good. Robbie says,
they have a 4-man table. Jimmy Smith is there.
Jimmy Smith is there. He just wasn't talking very much. I guess they had to have somebody from SmackDown on there because it's WrestleMania time and it's WrestleMania Raw, so we had to have.
And I wouldn't be surprised if McAfee's there and he does a show up.
Robbie's like, yeah, boy, sugar, that won't turn me diabetic. LOL. Actually, sugar does not turn you diabetic. And also, one pretzel probably won't hurt you. If you ate the whole bag, that would be a different story.
Oh my gosh, one bag's not going to turn you diabetic.
It won't turn you diabetic. It might hurt you a little bit, but it's not going to turn you diabetic.
A bag a week would hurt you after about 4 years to 10 years.
Sophie says, with the Steiner brothers getting inducted, that means we could see them pop up on WWE TV at some point.
Oh my God, come on, guys. Rick can barely walk. If you're talking about a match, no. But yes, on TV, maybe.
So, let's see. Robbie says, Cole getting shown the ropes on Raw. LOL. Sophie says, I'm saying Chris Rock is the WWE because people hate Chris Rock like some people do with hating WWE, and Will Smith is AEW because people love AEW. That's so funny because
more people watch
WWE than AEW, so why would they hate it? That tells me more people love it.
You're talking about people on the internet, I think, not just normal people.
Yeah, there's normal people out there. Sophie, you need to really get away from the internet, sweetie.
Stay off the Twitter sphere unless you know where to look.
Golf Luscious says, I just realized that you guys have laptops. Yeah, you can see the top of them.
Yeah, I don't know how I set it up today. It was kind of fun playing around with it.
Tops of the laps are happening. Let's see, Robbie says, I know that's why I said it. Oh, is that why you said it? That you can't get diabetes from it?
I actually seen this a couple days ago. The summons.
The summons to Seth.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Robbie says, with your good food advice, you should go around schools to promote
healthy eating.
Yes, let me take away all the garbage crap that one of our fine leaders decided to.
All right, this was this morning.
To actually make sure they have good food that actually tastes like food and not slop that's made for, I wouldn't even give to pigs. And, let's see if we can come back to what they used to eat in schools because they were healthy then.
Look, she's not impressed with them at all.
Robbie says Twitter is for twits. What's Instagram for if Twitter is for twits?
For instant twits. Insta-twits.
Stupid idiots.
Stupendous intellects, yeah.
Stupidits. It's for stupidits. It's 9:05 a.m. He's ready. The door was open the whole time.
That's not even Vince.
You're not Vince. Why is he being so weird?
He's Seth. He's so cool.
Kind of creepy.
I like that he has a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Because he's an alpha predator.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Roberto says my pick to face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, Cody Rhodes. So he says, how long have you had those laptops?
Forever. This one's that one's kind of newer, but this one's old. It's from 2018 or something.
Admiral Martha's in the chat, so Seth was doing a CM Punk thing with his wrist. Oh, where he was checking for the time, but there wasn't a time there. Don't put your feet up on people's tables. Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Looks granite.
Let's cut to the chase. I was like, Seth taking acting lessons from Becky. Might be the other way around.
All right, so we're listening in. Seth's going wackadoodle on Vince. Like Vince wouldn't cut him. All right, crack? No, it's not legal.
Oh, God. Is he making fun of him?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Dude.
He's not going to fire you, dude.
Let's rip the Band-Aid off. Oh, okay. Oh, God. His... story. Why didn't you just ask me? I could have just came and asked you for a match at WrestleMania. What? Oh my god.
Stupendous.
Stupid indus. Yes. So I'm thinking Vince was writing the Raw script while filming this segment.
That's actually funny.
Robbie's like, I never even seen D this gas for Raw. Vindicator's this awful looking office T-Rex skeleton. Really, no wonder he can't think straight. Well, yeah, because it's so cool and it's like being a kid again. Don't you like dinosaurs? What's wrong with you, Ben? He's going to
Seth's
WrestleMania!
going to WrestleMania! Is this a trick? No, it's not a trick.
Thank you very much, sir. Have a wonderful day.
What night, sir? So I know when time to be there.
When you're in the ring and he's introduced. Oh, shit.
Ask what night. They'll show us anyways. It'll be a shadow character. You better not disappoint.
Oh my god! Oh my god, seriously, dude?
He shakes his head. Oh shit.
He's trying his hardest not to laugh. His face!
That's too
he
funny.
was trying his hardest not to laugh at him. Look at his face. You'll see it on there. It's funny. Opponent of Mr. McMahon's
there it is. What night?
This Saturday.
Saturday, night 1.
So night 1, it looks like, so far as what they're planning to do, put Seth on night 1. Interesting. Interesting.
A Moss. We're gonna see Bobby Lashley, by the way.
Okay.
Calling it now.
You're calling it now? It's happening now?
I had to get it out before.
It's after he jumps up on the table here. Watch Vince's face. Look at his mouth. He's trying his hardest not to laugh. But it's pretty funny.
That is funny.
Let's see. Dun, dun, dun.
All right, he wants a match at WrestleMania. Omos does, and he is not in the Battle Royal as of yet.
Robbie says, what happened to Lucky Luke? He's probably just doing something. Maybe he fell asleep. I mean, it is nighttime for you guys. So if it's like, did you hear Mania will be shown at Dave & Buster's across the United States? And welcome back, D. Thanks, Sophie. And I did not know they were going to play it. You told us before they were going to put it in theaters, so that's pretty cool, I guess. They're going to put it in Dave & Buster's. We don't have one in our area. Robbie says, Vin, just because you have Britney Spears posters in your room, LOL. So if it's like, he doesn't say what night the Rollins match will be.
Night 1.
It did show it up later, and it's on Saturday, so there you go. Harry says, Vince with instant regret on his face. Roberto says, I have a feeling it's Cody Rhodes. And Sophie says, so Mania night 1 having 8 matches, while night 2 have 5 or 6. Pretty balanced to me.
Well, they'll figure it out.
You know, and they can always move the Edge AJ one back to night 2, right? So that one they still have advertised as night 2, as we've talked about before. But there's a possibility that it, might be on night 1 because of what WrestleMania or WWE has on their website itself. So, Sophie's like, they confirmed.
Look at this tonight. The Viking Raiders 2-on-1 against Omos.
Ooh, poor Viking Raiders.
Good thing I saw it there. I didn't watch it when it was happening.
They need to chop his legs off at the knee.
They do. Now, what would the Vikings do against the Giants? Because there were Giants.
They would have multiples of them attack him with their axes.
Right.
And they would chop them off at the knees so that they couldn't go anywhere. That's exactly what you would do.
What the hell? I'm having a baby.
Oh, you love Grandma. The bad guys having to act like good guys.
It's like Raise Her Ramon. I'm the bad guy.
Oh, looks like please chill out just for a bit, please. LOL. And Robbie says, who is Dave and Buster's? Are they your uncles, Sophie? Robbie, Dave and Buster's is a place here in the United States that is kind of like an arcade and eating place for adults. So, not for kids.
It's an eatery.
It's basically like, I don't know if you know what a Chuck E. Cheese is, but it's kind of like that kind of concept, but for adults instead of children. It's geared towards adults. Sophie says, if you told me months ago how this Mania card would look like, I would laugh at it. Surfing in the USA.
Everybody surfing now. Right now we're at a commercial break.
Randy Jackson looks like he's death. He looks like a skeleton with skin on it. It's so fucking creepy. He creeps me out. Like on another level.
Like Al Roker. We talked about this earlier.
I know.
Absolutely creepy.
It's there now, and I have to tell all the other people out
I know, because nobody knows what we talk about in our personal time. But we talk about Al Roker and how creepy he is, and then Randy Jackson.
And it's not that I'm... Okay, it's just because they win, they had that surgery done or whatever, and they've lost weight, and they look creepy. And it's not because they need to be fluffy. It's just that they look so weird. So weird. So weird. So says the writers or a.k.a. Bruce and Vince should start writing storylines and feuds for after Mania right now.
I'm sure they got everything figured out.
Robbie says, I know, D, I was being sarcastic. Were you? I don't think you were. Robbie's like, Sophie, you're still laughing now. Looks as though I was curious, so I did a search. Sophie's half right, half wrong. Some Dave and Buster's are showing WrestleMania, but it will only be the national chain stores. Franchise ones will not be. Are some of them franchised and some of them are the national, owned by the corporation? That's weird. So because I don't know why are they doing both the triple threat and the battle royale for SmackDown instead of the 2-hour kickoff show.
Who knows? And there's 2 nights of kickoff shows. They could put one of those matches on each one. They could also do a show. They could also do a match with Finn Balor. Fuck's sakes.
Yeah. Why not?
You know, since they hate the title so bad, what they should do is Finn Balor and Ricochet versus Omos. And he just wins both titles.
There you go.
At the same time. Triple threat match. Winner takes all.
The 2-on-1 handicap match for both the titles.
Now, Eric's a strong dude, but he's going to look weak. They've made him look weak over the past year. Well, the year before that, too, really. Yeah. When Eric was hurt. So it's been a while since Eric's looked good.
When Ivar was hurt,
yes.
They did make him look kind of weak.
And since. Yeah. Like, he's the one that takes the falls. It's like they're pushing Ivar a little bit more, which makes no sense because he's never.
Yeah, but maybe they're making him take the falls because of Ivar's injury that he had.
Possibly. I mean, we might get a count out right here.
Right? Robbie
I think he's got brain damage.
Yes. Sophie says, I feel bad for everybody that has been on the roster all year and they don't
it's over.
have a Mania spot this year.
It's over. See what I say? It was a clothesline. It broke his head. It's right here. Mm-hmm. And done.
Anyways, Robbie's like, Moss, what purpose does he serve? Nothing but stupid now. It's just dumb.
If the Hurt Business's music hits right now, he's wrestling Bobby Lashley. and it didn't. So.
Luke says yes, about 41% of Dave's and Buster's are franchised according to the public records. What's crazy is 50% of McDonald's and 63% Taco Bell's are franchised. Well, I knew that because the McDonald's in our city are all owned by this one person and it's franchised. They're franchised. They're not a corporate owned McDonald's. Not one of them in our city. So, that makes sense. I get that one, totally. Domino's is the same way. Domino's is very franchised. Sophie says, what's the difference between a franchise and not a franchise? Franchise means it's owned by people like you and me.
They played his music, and then now they're interviewing him. So Bobby Lashley could still show up.
True. Or anybody else.
Look how clean his gloves are.
And then not a franchise basically means that it's owned by the actual corporation business that runs that owns the name and owns that business. So it says you guys were wrong. Jey Uso won the Battle Royal last year, not Omos. Oh, did he win the
Look
Battle
who
Royal?
it is! Look, he's clapping too. He wants some.
Well, I wasn't talking about the Battle Royal.
Let me eat. Bobby Lashley showing up.
Talking about the Andre the Giant battle. And I thought Omos won that last year. Was it one of the Usos?
It could have been Jay. Remember, Jay was getting pushed for a while now. I don't know, though.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I thought it was Omos.
Yeah, maybe it was. I remember that kind of now. Bobby's back!
Maybe it was. I mean, you're probably right. Film says, hey, Jacob, how's it going, man? And Rafa says, does Sophie get discount at Dave & Buster's? I was like the almighty. And Film says, oh, snap, Bobby Lashley's back.
Thank
So
you,
like, well, I thought
WWE.
Bobby Lashley was going to be out for months.
4 months.
Not 2.
And now it's been 2. You can tell he's lost some muscle.
Yeah.
Not lifting, being able to work out with that shoulder.
A little bit. Not as bad as I expected, though. But yeah, he's gotten a little softy.
It's that left arm that's smaller than... Look at this. Would you look at this? That's what I always say.
Would you look at this?
Would you look at that?
Would you look at this?
Would you look at that?
Looks like Sophie corporate stores are part of the national chain, which reports the actual McDonald's Corporation. Franchise is a store bought by a private citizen. So it says someone took the Cena class of healing. Robin says Omos needs to clean his teeth. They are hella yellow.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
he's manhandling Bobby. Now, he's never been off his feet.
Admiral Martha's like, Lashley's back? Yeah, he's in the ring right now. He's in the ring with Omos. Sophie says, here's another bathroom break match for Mania, which has a lot of them, which is sad.
So Bobby is cleared, by the way, or he wouldn't be in the ring getting beat up. So
this doesn't necessarily mean, hon, that it's going to be a WrestleMania match.
He's manhandling Bobby.
Film's like, Omos looks bigger than Bobby Lashley. Well,
Bobby
really
ducks
weird.
it!
How's that possible?
Oh, finally Omos is off his feet! Put that on your calendar. It's never happened before.
He chucked himself at him.
He might have just tore his shoulder again.
Robbie's like, Bobby looks small.
Did he say you don't want the smoke? I couldn't tell what he was saying.
I don't know what he's saying either. I thought he was talking about salmon.
Yeah?
My bad.
Could have been salmon.
I'm like, I don't know what he's saying. I don't know. He's talking words. He's not talking loud enough for me to know. Or he's like, Bobby looks small. So he says, I celebrated my birthday at Dave & Buster's 2 years in a row. That was before COVID. Yeah? Well, you'll have to go back there. I'm sure you had fun. I'm sure it's pretty fun there. I've never been to one.
Took him off
Jones,
his feet.
The New York Police Captain Cat is in the chat saying, whoa, what was that move, Bobby?
Bobby. A shoulder block.
It was Bobby throwing his whole body at Omos. He finally chopped the giant down.
Bobby wants some. He wants some smoke. Finally some class on this program.
Looks like so you can you stop crapping all over the matches that haven't even happened yet? You're judging a card that hasn't even wrestled. I promise you at least half the matches will be top
I'm not going to put that on there, but look at the size. Bobby's like a foot off the ground, and he's still a head shorter.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's crazy. And Bobby Lashley's not a short man.
No,
by any
he's like
means.
6'2".
I mean, he's not like 6'6" or anything.
No.
So it says, wow, Bobby went from main event to this. He's got to come back
Omos
from somewhere.
is a main event guy. He hasn't been beaten. He's never even been taken off his feet. Just because people don't like him doesn't mean that he's not one of their top guys.
Ew, he's going to smash his ass. That's gross.
He wants to slap ass.
He wants to touch Dolph's ass?
A lot of people do.
Oh, my God.
They're getting mesmerized by his eyes.
Luke Mania sounds awful. looks like managerial people that make judgments with no evidence of anything. Robbie's like, Luke, look at the card. It looks awful. Maybe some people are excited about it, Robbie. We can't foresee that. I know nothing, so I'm completely an unbiased person with these matches. And our predictions, I was just like, I don't know. This looks like crap anyways. I don't know.
Yeah, you had nothing positive to say about night one at all. I was like, oh my God, nothing? Like anything positive to say? I mean, ask you. You're like, nope. I was like, oh, fuck.
I don't like any of these people. It's because I don't like them. I don't like them. I'm not going to be positive. I'm not going to be like, this is going to be the best match ever because I just love these people so much. Nom, nom, nom. It's going to be delicious this night one. It's going to be so amazing. So it's like Bobby versus Omaha. That's another feud I could see continue past Mania.
They can't go past Mania. Everything has to stop at Mania or start, in my opinion.
Yeah, start or stop. Oh, looks like Rob, you're another judgmental person, then I can't wait for WrestleMania because all you people are just being dumb about to get crapped all over. Just prepare yourself for possible disappointment, Luke.
There is going to be some major disappointments, by the way, about.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to the Cody thing now, and that's going to be on night one, so that'll be exciting. But I'm not going to like the Ronda Rousey and Esther championships.
Right.
Those are going to kill me. But if somehow Becky wins, I'm okay with the rest of the show. I will sit back and just enjoy it. But if Becky loses, I'm going to be like, there better be something that fucking...
Well, and that's it, right? So if you're a fan... Okay. So if you're a fan of Bianca Belair, you're going to be ecstatic. You're going to be so ecstatic that it happens, she wins, blah, 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 blah. If you're a fan of Edge... and and AJ Styles, and you're a big fan of them, or even just Edge, let's say, because there's so many people that seem to like him a lot. We'll go with him. If you're a huge fan of that person or that wrestler, you're gonna be looking forward to you're gonna be like, oh my God, this is gonna be so awesome. I can't wait to see this. Now, not saying that the matches can't be good because of theatrical or how they wrestle and stuff like that. I come from it because I don't really like the wrestlers. Whatever it is about their characters that they're playing or whatever it is about them, that's just how I look at it. That's how I make my decisions, whether I like it or not. It's not because I'm sitting here going, no, she's going to have some really good wrestling moves. And I've never been quiet about how much I don't like Edge and I don't like, Ronda Rousey. And it wasn't that I don't like Bianca, but do I like what they're doing? I don't. Oh, God, they're holding hands and all the garbage crap that's happening at both those.
They have to hold hands.
Bryce Pitts is in the chat, though. Hey, Bryce, how's it going? So, Slow Wrestling Gap, happy Monday, by the way. Did you hear that the Scott Steiner brothers are in the Hall of Fame?
I did.
Good.
It's fantastic.
Oh my God.
Oh God, don't do this. Another wedding. I thought we were going to have another wedding. She's like a hatchet.
Oh, it is. It's even a ring and everything. Oh my fucking Marvo. I'm gonna throw
It's fine. It makes for good TV.
I don't know whose TV it's good for, but it's not mine. I think mine's burning up in hell right now.
Oh! To me, maybe they'll do a double wedding.
Oh, man.
Oh, he just manhandled a woman. She's got a cape on. Is he gonna propose? It's gonna be a double wedding, guys. So I thought. Oh, God.
Oh my lord, pants.
She's going to say yes, or she had already got mad.
Oh, god damn. Are they yelling yes?
You're my earth, wind, and fire.
Oh, God, Jesus.
Is that a band?
Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel.
Yes. She's gonna kiss him. Look at his face! Look. Oh, she's got that finger painted a different color. Ha! Tamina getting married!
Oh, I think I'm gonna throw up.
He's hitching his wagon to hers! Oh.
Oh, it doesn't even fit.
That's just mean.
Okay. Oh god, he's spitting on it.
Oh, it went on.
There.
Little lube. Oh, they're like slow dancing and laugh.
So gross.
Who this is?
That's R-Truth.
Oh, it's R-Truth.
What's he doing?
He wants that title. He's gonna be the preacher.
Oh, Lord Pants.
Are they gonna have a wedding at WrestleMania?
Oh god.
It'll probably be the Monday after.
Oh, seriously, God, no.
A 24/7 wedding.
Oh.
Oh, here comes Roman.
But as I do for someone who does not like wrestling, you sure know a lot. Do I, though? Looks like now I'm not saying all matches will be great. I'm sure some will be blah, but I promise you some of these matches will be exceptional.
I hope so. I hope they last more than 7 minutes. That's
I hope they last longer
I'm
than
worried.
what just happened.
I'm worried they're going to be 7, 8, 10-minute matches instead of 20-minute matches, and that'll hurt it.
So he says it seems like Saturday is going to be very busy for the WWE since they have TakeOver ending at 3 and the kickoff Mania starts at 6. Rob says, big up, Luke, look who's being judgmental now on a comment you have only read, LOL. Sophie's like, the only matches I'm looking forward to is AJ versus Edge and Roman versus Brock. Robbie says, it's all staged there. I said it, LOL. Robbie's like, Dana Brooke. Vindicator says, Mania will be about world title unification, Cody and Ronda becoming champion. Those will be the only headlines. Nothing else of significance. Very few people care about Becky losing. Looks like the difference is I'm judging you on a comment you posted. You as if you're judging something that hasn't even happened yet. So he's like, I'm confused. Is Dana and Reggie now a couple? Yeah, I guess so.
I think they're going to get married.
I think they're, yeah. What he said. Okay. Vinegar's like, she's become stale. I was like, Luke, chill out, son. I'm just taking Mick from what Sophie was saying. Sophie says, who's ready for round 8 or 9 of Brock versus Roman? And Robbie is like, Sophie, a make-believe couple. Looks like, Sophie, how many times are you going to say the same thing? Luna's like, and Robbie says, what did Sophie say? I missed it.
Look at Roman is in a red jumpsuit.
R-Truth, the stalker. Right, Gofflash? Just stalking people with a ref. Just having a ref follow him around everywhere with his binoculars, stalking people. So it was like a double wedding at Mania, and isn't Dana engaged in real life to somebody? I don't know. I don't follow their real life stuff, so I wouldn't know.
Nobody's engaged. It's wrestling.
In real life.
I know, but we don't care about real life. This is wrestling.
Right. Robbie says, just allow your gal, Sophie. Judge us over comments. Let's see. Sophie says Dana and Reggie, that is like the 2022 version of Mark Henry and Mae Young.
A little bit. She's a little younger than Mae Young was.
He's a little more bouncy than Mark Henry.
Right. Not as strong as Mark.
No. Nope. Never will be as strong as the chocolate man.
He's getting up there with Hogan and Bruno Sammartino.
Is he?
San Martino.
San Martino?
San Martinia. Whatever his name is. He's a legend. I should know it. But he's the number 3 all time. Who was it? Who beat him in 2019 in December?
He hasn't been pinned or submitted since then.
Uh-huh. And who did it?
I don't know.
Baron Corbin.
Oh, okay. I don't know that. But Film's like, I am sad that they're unifying the titles. I don't like this idea. My honest opinion, I have to come out and say it.
It's all right. They'll figure something out.
Are they really unifying it, though? Are they just going to have one title over two brands?
No, it's just called unification when one has both.
It's fine. Somebody else will get it, one of them again.
They can't. He'll be champion forever with both belts. There's no other champion ever.
This is me young with an ironic name. Sophie says Roman's episode of WWE Evil is a fun watch. Dylan Meekum is in the chat. Hey, Dylan says, we don't care about real life. This is wrestling. That's it. That's the slogan.
Nobody cares about
just
real life.
Just sitting in the background waiting for Travis to say something all smart.
That's what you got to do.
Been giving him credit.
Paul Heyman just holding that belt like it's a baby.
He's so weird and his face is creepy.
Twinkie tits?
Yeah, his face is all like he's like some insane
Pittsburgh! Batman. You should call it Blitzburg or Britsburg.
Robbie says, did Roman borrow Nikki Bella's sneakers? Possibly. Sophie says the Hall of Fame is taking place in the same arena as SmackDown, so it will be easy for them to set up the Hall of Fame after SmackDown. Admiral Martha in the chat says 2019 was 3 years ago. Cole, 2020 was 2 years ago, back when there was no fans because they stay at home orders.
Oh, right, but it was in December of 19. Roman ran Monday Night Raw.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
He's the savior of SmackDown.
Sophie says it will be interesting to see how they set up the Rock Reigns feud.
Yeah, if Rock's healthy enough to wrestle him.
Yeah. Robbie says wrestling gap where real life doesn't exist on wrestling storylines. Yeah, excuse me for trying to point real life stuff into anything. Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear real life. Oh, he wants to smash Austin. Does he want to smash Uglies with Austin? Bump Uglies?
Ew.
It's like sex.
I know what you're talking about, you grody.
He said he wants to smash with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I just want to be
it.
engaged. I want to be engaged with Stone Cold right now.
He just wishes he could get on his knees.
He probably
with a ring.
Does
He needs a ring.
On a normal
Now they're
time.
doing the what? He's the one that opened the can.
Mm-hmm.
He's never beat the Beast at WrestleMania. Suplex City. Suplex City.
What's he saying, Travis?
What? What do you mean?
I don't know. You're being really quiet.
Well, yeah, because I'm listening to what's going on. And nobody's chatting.
No, nobody's chatting.
No chats. Anyways, Roman's in there right now. Just weeks ago, he was out for blood, and it was personal too. Now they're doing the what's really loud.
Mm-hmm.
He opened that can.
Is it because he wanted to be part of it? And he felt left out?
Hollywood
Earlier.
boy, Stunning Steve?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. I doubt it. He's bleeding all over New Orleans.
Oh,
Lord.
whatever.
Who's having babies?
They're twins.
Brock did?
Mm-hmm. Roman did.
Well, he just said it's a game. He was making fun of things, and one of them was babies.
Maybe he was making fun of Roman's babies. Oh, jeez. This guy talks too much sometimes. So he says 2020 is a year people tend to forget because of COVID messing up everybody's life. Robbie says Dee doesn't live a real life. I just don't. So he says both The Rock and Roman were football players before going into the WWE.
Facts.
Vindicator says, well, is he doing it for you, Travis? Is Roman moving the needle by threatening the audience of mouth-breathing goobers?
I know, right? I was just going to say that. Some of those people don't even have teeth.
Dylan,
Roman's got like $1,000 or $10,000 teeth set in his mouth.
Dylan says, yeah, Brock, go, you golden gopher, go. So he says The Rock is a busy man. He got movies, TV shows starting next year, a football league. I don't know how he will have time to do Mania next year.
As long as he doesn't have to show up and build for it.
Right? Robbie says, well, if you love Roman, really, like, subscribe to the channel. Philip says Roman Reigns is going to destroy Brock Lesnar.
He could. I have a feeling he's going to win that. And so does Vegas, because Vegas has him heavily favored. So if you're thinking Brock can win that, and you're confident to put your money on it, put money on Brock, because you'll win more.
Robbie says Roman doesn't half spew some crap on the mic. It looks like I'm not chatting, because not only am I modding here, I'm modding for a Fortnite tournament stream. Ooh, Fortnite tournament.
Fortnite. I forgot what Fortnite was. For a second, now I remember. I thought it was the one with the blocks, but that's the
that's
Minecraft. This is last week when she smacked her in the face.
Tom says, let's go, Roman. We the ones.
Don't ever take a woman's phone like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hold my baby. You were protecting Carmella. 2 and 3. Good stuff.
Did you see the bruise that Rhea has on her back from that scepter? That thing's gnarly.
It's awesome. No. Did she post it or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she hit her way harder than I thought she was going to.
She's like, you're going to pay.
Watch them hug each other here.
Okay.
It's a lot of feminine energy. I like
Sipa
it.
says, I feel like the Brock Roman match won't last long, like 5 minutes or 10. Ravi says Vega has jumped to hit other women in the face.
Carmella, you're not winning with the titles. That's the only guarantee I know.
Phil says, say any more news on the WWE Hall of Fame? Just that the Steiners.
The Steiners are coming.
Robbie's like Robbie says, yeah, film. It's a 6-hour show.
Well, you're on a team together.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lord.
Jesus.
They're like a card game.
They're a card game, all right. Walter's like, in the chat, but out of the chat. So, okay, bye, guys. See you Wednesday at 8 p.m. for AEW. Sorry, I've been busy.
See
no
you,
problem,
Walter.
Thanks for hanging with us for just a second. We'll see you on Wednesday. Robbie says, Natty, stop with plastic. Oops. And Vindicator says, surprised the camera didn't break getting close-ups of Mella's mug.
She's got enough makeup on it masks. It's boss time. It's boss time.
It's Michael Cole. Someone says, if Liv wins the championship, I want to see this channel's reaction.
Well, if that happens in my lifetime.
Which it might. Because that is who we picked to win.
I figured she would.
Oh.
But the world championship. All right, who do we got? Naomi.
We're back. Sorry if you had a little bit of a buffering issue there. Sorry, guys. Film's like, yes, it's armpit boss time. A lot of armpits probably will be happening there, film. So it says, I'm guessing that they think Shayna is a tag team specialist along with Rhea since they both haven't been single stars in a while.
Right, there's just no room for them.
As Luke says, Sophie, it seems you just live to see drama. Oh, it says, hello, Shayna, never wear that outfit again. Oh, and was that a camel toe?
Oh, God.
I don't know, Robbie. I wasn't looking in that direction. Thank you very much.
I did not look there. I wasn't even interested in.
Yes, sicko.
That's a camel I'd be okay never seeing.
My eyes. They're burning.
Take my eyes.
Just take them. Just take them. Films like Sasha Banks armpits, hearts, and loves, and all that good stuff. Indicator's like, I'd be extremely happy, Sophie. Sophie says, you guys were frozen for a second there. Yeah, sorry about that. Or, whatchamacallit stuff did a double take.
Our old OBS.
Tangy smoke sauce. Philip says, and Liv Morgan is wearing a fish sock shirt. Come on, Liv. Always like Luke, she watches every year, so she does see drama. It's like, Luke says, if Liv wins, me and Vin will Fortnite dance all over chat. LOL. But it's like, LOL, D didn't look. LOL.
Is that the floss thing?
Or one of the Fortnite dances. Heidi says, yep, it is boss time. It is boss time. Communicator says, yep, believe that. Everybody's like, Sasha defo winning. It says, when you were frozen, I thought it was on my end. Oh, how terrible.
No, it's definitely us.
No, it was our system. Our streaming system. Had a pause. Oh my God, stuffed crazy bread. They don't support people stuffing all themselves into a room, but they do support you stuffing yourself with a cheesy stuffed crust bread.
Right. Yeah, it's a weird commercial to have right after a pandemic, where everybody's in one room.
I think it's perfect. I'm really not interested in the ones where they're still wearing masks. It offends me immensely.
They don't have those anymore, do they?
Yes, they do. I saw one the other day. I wanted to turn the TV off and throw it out the window. So it says, I think Sasha was going to have a bigger role at Mania before Ronda came back. And Luke says Fortnite has so many dance emotes. LOL. And film says, come on, Liv. Always show your beautiful armpits. Don't ever cover them up. Don't let your armpits die, Liv. And Robin says, Luke, do the worm like Otis.
Fox on demand.
Into your voice remote.
Oh. 80. I look super comfortable.
I don't know.
So this guy just built a shirt that can be untucked.
It's the perfect untuck it shirt.
+80 stores.
Well, it looks like if you can remind me to send you a brand new recipe me and Jade created, it was yummy. Remind you on Friday. Jesus Christ, you think I'm going to remember that long?
You have to remember Friday. Better write that down on a note. Stick it on the wall. The Undertaker. Oh, look what it is.
So cute. So cute. Oh. The next one killed. I think he was yawning. Oh, look at that face. Holy shit. They're so cute.
Rick and Scott going to the hall.
They're showing it on there, letting you guys know. There he is.
A little smaller than that one.
Mm-hmm. It might just be because that one's closer, too, in the camera angle.
It's cute.
No, so adorable.
1 week from today.
Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep. So it says, so in a way with Ronda return to the WWE, it messes up plans for Sasha for Mania. Not really, Sophie. So Sasha has been off doing a lot of other different things too, right? She tends to come and go a lot. She has been doing that acting thing with The Mandalorian on Disney and doing some other stuff with her career. So, you know, it's not surprising that they brought her back. They're not going to just stick her right into an actual championship at this point. We'll see how things work out. Luke says, you have a better chance of remembering that long than I do. LOL. Right.
Food. Oh, that match has started. Liv Morgan's in there with
Natalia.
the Queen of Hearts is what I was
I'm
trying
calling
to
her
get to.
Natalia.
The Queen of Hearts. In orange, which is just weird.
Ravi
And
says
pink.
Wrestling Gab with changing thumbnails. So it says, I bet people will watch the Hall of Fame to see Scott Steiner speak.
That's
Ravi
why I'm
says-
thinking about watching it.
Ravi says, I'm so excited for the Steiner Bros. And then it looks as we took little chickens, stuffed them with mashed potatoes, bacon, mozzarella, and provolone cheese, and rosemary, thyme, and chives. I hope that they were dead chickens. You didn't take live chickens and stuff them with that stuff, right?
Well, that's what they feed them first before they eat them.
Oh, is that how it works? Were they game hens? Little game hens? Did they have bones in them?
All right. Zelina Vega looking fantastic in her orange also.
Like,
What's up with the
Sasha's
orange?
too good. I don't know. Maybe they just like that color. Orange and pink. Old now. Natalia's wearing some orange and pink too. Anyways, Robbie's like, Sasha's too good, it looks like, but I don't have the measurements and cooking times on me at this moment.
Doing.
Robbie says,
Carmella's
I didn't
saving
say
her.
it in a skater boy accent. LOL. I think you did. That's why I read it that way. Looks
Oh,
like,
shit.
LOL, they were dead. They were dead, and that's not what we fed them. I hate her. Come on. You know I love you to death. It's funny. Come on, man. You didn't you unalived him first. So you're telling me.
Look at this. Zelina Vega pulls
We're dead.
Sasha right out to the floor. Sasha goes right into the wall.
Oh, for a minute there, I thought it was a stunt double for Sasha.
Somebody
I
else.
didn't think it was
Sasha
her.
Banks, Zelina Vega should have like a 3-month feud. I think they're perfect for each other.
They are. So it says, remember the full Monty Disney Plus ordered a series for it. Huh.
Kind of remember the name of that movie, but I don't remember what it's about.
Robbie says they got a deal on orange fabric. That is a possibility that they could have gotten a deal of orange fabric. Did you message back to him?
I said, cute.
That's it?
Well, I'm on the middle of a movie.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. Well,
No,
now it's a
you're not.
commercial, but it wasn't.
Don't kill Susie! Zoe says, what time will WrestleMania start in your time zone?
6.
No.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
So if you're talking about like the WrestleMania main card stuff, it's 6 p.m. our time. But
If there's a pre-show match, we'll get on earlier, but we're planning on being on at 8 p.m. Eastern, which is 6 our time. Forget that.
he's a celebrity that's playing a guy that they got to do stuff.
Nice.
I guess. I don't know. That was weird.
I didn't watch it.
Right says D, you would rock an orange outfit. Oh, God. Fuck no, Robbie. I would look like death happened all over
Like
the
a-
place. I look terrible in those kind of colors. Sophie says,
I
my
have an orange
family...
hoodie downstairs. You want to try it on? Oh, it's all
and
dirty.
see if I look like death. I already know I look like death. Anyway, somebody says my family makes different type of chicken in different ways.
Nice. I just bake mine anymore. I'm pretty lazy.
Sophie's like, Will Smith just apologized to Chris Rock.
He needs to apologize to all the kids at home, not Chris Rock. Chris
So
Rock's a
if
man.
he just apologized, then that means he's in the wrong.
You think smacking somebody's in the wrong? You don't just attack somebody because their feelings are
people
hurt.
were like, he deserved it because Chris Rock made jokes. And it's like, he's a fucking comedian, you dumb assholes. Could you imagine?
That's the censorship of the left. That's
I know,
the power. It's disgusting.
Could you imagine if you went to a comedy show and they made fun of the people
in the audience?
in the audience because that's what they do.
Some of them do. The roasts, I love those.
And they make fun of them. And you're going to tell me that that person's going to go up and smack that comedian and see if they get away with it and then apologize later? Yeah. But I was like, winner, chicken dinner, do you always look good?
There you go. Boom.
Robbie's like, baked like a cake. Travis's chicken baked like a cake.
Yeah, that's all I do. Maybe not like with whipped cream on it or whatever you put on cakes.
Travis is very boring. He cooks thighs with skin and bone in them.
Right, because the skin's good for you. I do try to pick off some of it.
He does try to season them, but he seasons them kind of like a white person sometimes.
I wonder why.
Which is
Weird.
no seasoning at all.
Just because I'm 1% black doesn't mean I'm going to season everything.
I think you should. I think you should season it with more season.
I'm, 3% Pacific Islander and 4% Native American. I'm kind of a mutt.
So it says, so when Raw ends at 11 p.m. here, does that mean it ends at 10 p.m. in Idaho?
9.
9. It'd be 9 for
We're
us.
2 hours difference in the East Coast.
Film says, I hope the Armpit Queen wins at WrestleMania.
Like right now, it is 7:26. Ugh. Yep.
Yeah, now we know that there's
Boom.
like 4 hours left of this WrestleMania Raw.
Sasha doing fantastic and looking fantastic.
I think she's having a seizure out there.
Both of
Somebody
these,
help her.
both of these women in the match right now.
Somebody go give her
inside the ring.
CPR and mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Have fantastic bodies. That's not what you do for seizures.
Why not?
You don't mouth-to-mouth somebody with a seizure. I'm pretty sure that's rape.
I don't think so. I mean,
Are you having a seizure? I don't
they
know.
can't consent, so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
If they can't consent, then it's illegal.
Nope, it's fine. It's fine.
Do not listen to that at home.
Phil says, come on, our boss, tag and Rhea. They can't. They murdered her
So,
in the corner.
Sasha
She has
Banks
been
is-
unalived in the corner.
Sasha Banks is the only one on her team that's still up.
Robbie says, do you love Raw so much? I love it so much. I don't think I can
Sasha
live without it.
Picks her up,
God,
rolls
please
her
do.
around. Uh-oh, the muffler stretch.
Oh, no. Sophie says, comedians probably dealt with worse stuff over the years, so Travis can't eat normal food.
I hate normal food. Chicken is normal.
Travis eats normal. He chooses to eat his food weird. Just kidding. He just eats very basic. He's very basic. He's a basic bitch.
I eat fish and chicken. That's my meats. Every once in a while, I will have beef. And I don't eat fruit unless it's berries. And
He eats a lot
I
of
eat
vegetables,
vegetables.
usually.
mostly vegetables. The greener, the better. Salads and all sorts of frozen vegetables. And corn is not a vegetable. Bam!
And neither are potatoes.
And neither are potatoes. So I do not have corn nor potatoes. Pops him up. Zelina Vega, Riptide. Look how little she is.
Oh, poor Zelina.
She got folded in half like a suitcase. Shut up, Cole.
Carmella, you lost. Carmella lost. Carmella, you lost. You lost. Corey's like, shut up, Cole.
I don't even know if Liv Morgan wrestled.
I don't think
I
so.
don't think she got in the ring.
hit and bamboozled. Film says, yes, Sami Zayn is alive. She's doing well. Film says Rhea is in. Yes, they won. And Ayla says corn is the only vegetable.
Ugh.
It's a good vegetable, but it's not good for you vegetable. Let's put it that way. Sophie says, imagine if you live somewhere that is still in the afternoon.
Yeah, like Hawaii. I have some friends that live in Hawaii, and that'd be pretty cool.
Robbie says, yeah, Gal won. Morgan spiced. And Robbie says, Ayla is a vegetable. Sometimes. Depends. Jones, the New York Police Captain Cat, says, yeah, Cole, shut the meow up. And Sophie says, I like chicken and fish. I also eat apples. Travis used to make his whole day of eating apples. He would eat like 10 of them a day.
Yeah. I had to quit. So in December, I call it a quit. Actually, today's the anniversary of that. I haven't had fruit in 3 months.
It says Robbie is a vegetarian. Ew. Yeah. Robbie's like, I don't know, D. Corn is good. I didn't say it was bad. I didn't say corn was bad. Corn is delicious. I like corn.
I like corn also.
Travis likes corn. Most people like corn. I'm just saying that it's not that good for you.
It's very high in an insulin spike.
It's one of those
It's very
things
high
that
on
you
the
need
glycemic index.
to eat very rarely, like in your diet. Like, you can't have it with every single meal. You can't eat it every night, kind of stuff. Like, I go hog wild in the summer, late summer, when we get corn on the cob because it's my favorite thing. So I will just stuff myself with corn on the cob until I want to explode. Let's see. Robbie says, yeah, sometimes Ayla. Ayla's like, beesh. Yeah, exactly, beesh. Sophie says, at least when Raw's over your time, you have plenty of time before going to bed.
Well, it depends on what time you go to bed. I used to go to bed at 9, so, and it gets over at 9, so.
Yeah.
But I haven't been going to bed at 9, more like 11:30. But my sleep scores are good on my Fitbit, so I'm okay with it. Hey, that's that one guy.
That guy.
I like him. He plays in that word game, but then he's also on the Pitch Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Or Robbie's like, D teaching me new things. Whatever, you already knew that. Don't even start with your weirdness. Films like Rhea Ripley's armpits are sexy. Still disappointed that Liv Morgan, we're not showing her beautiful armpits.
That's not any good, like a woman doctor.
It was like, popcorn is the healthiest vegetable you can make in the microwave.
Jeez.
Sure,
Well,
Ayla.
there's that one.
We understand what you were raised on. So it says, I used to have a dog that loved to eat apple cores, but now I got a dog that doesn't care about any part of any type of fruit.
Yeah.
Our oldest dog, who the broken back, who is now, is walking and doing a lot better. He loved apple cores. Travis fed him apple cores all the time.
Not anymore.
But he
'Cause I
doesn't
don't
get
eat
any of
apple
that
now.
stuff anymore just because we're not sure, like, how it works with his digestive system and stuff. So we try to stick to more, like, proteins and things like that. Vegetables, if he'll eat them. Which is weird. So Travis has been eating, like, raw bell peppers lately. Like, just like an apple. It's kind of creepy. Anyways.
They're so good, though.
But I guess our dogs decided that they are so hungry because we've mentioned it before. We kind of put them all on diets because we've been overfeeding them. And so for the last few weeks or so, they're like, we're starving to death. Well, they're still starving to death, right? They think they are. They're really not. They think they are. And anyway, so Travis was eating a bell pepper the other day, and they decided that they liked it also.
So, yeah. I have to split my bell peppers with my dog.
So now they stare at him, although Naxos is very fond of vegetables. A lot of vegetables. He loves vegetables. Vindicator says, so baby faces won the tag match, so new champions are coming on Saturday. Hopefully, surprise NXT call-ups will happen on Raw to challenge for the belts and revive the division. Maybe Toxic Attraction, since they have no match at Stand and Deliver. Did they lose their belts?
I thought they were going to wrestle for the titles at Stand and Deliver, and I had the match card.
For NXT. Sophie says,
Yeah, just in
what
case
time
it came
does
up in
SmackDown
conversation.
End on your time?
8.
SmackDown ends at 8 o'clock at night for us. Robbie says, I should stop eating things that are bad for me, LOL. You could. You should, but that's your choice. Sophie says, I like popcorn, but I'm not totally into popcorn. Chris says, hey, Travis and D. Hey, Chris, how's it going, man? How you doing there in Texas? You surviving all the tornadoes? Are you in an area where you are receiving tornadoes? Sophie, I'm that way about pancakes, actually, Sophie. I like pancakes, but I'm not totally into pancakes. Ayla says, I actually don't like popcorn.
Yeah, their main event is going to be Dolph and Braun Breaker. Their women's fatal 4-way match is Mandy Rose, Cora Jade, Io Shirai, and Kaylee Ray. And then North American Championship is Camelo Hayes, Santos Escobar, Solo Sikoa, and then Grayson Waller versus To Be Determined, which probably has something to do with this Tuesday. And then the tag team triple threat match is Imperium, the Creed brothers, and MSK. So yeah, they do not have a title match. And then Tommaso Ciampa versus Tony D'Angelo, and then LA Knight going up against Gunther.
It's Gunter.
Gunter Stark.
So it says, my old dog used to drink from the toilet and eat from the garbage pails, and now I have a dog that doesn't do those things. Riley's like, D, not giving 2 Fs.
Yeah, but you can't bring Toxic Attraction over to the main roster with their belts unless they just drop them.
Right.
But if Mandy loses, which it looks like she's probably going to.
Who do you think's going to win out of those then?
Probably that young, the one that looks like
Cora
she's
Jade.
13. I think it's Cora Jade.
That's
Io Shirai's washed up, and Kaylee Ray, I'm not sure who that one is. I think she...
that weird one from NXT UK that
Yeah.
everybody thinks is great.
Oh, she's not very great.
Well, they think they're great. I didn't say that you thought she was
Right.
great.
Yeah, so I think she's the only one. The Cora Jade one makes sense, but the Kaylee Ray one would work. Io Shirai, there's no way, though. It doesn't even make sense. I remember that.
That's a lot of cement.
Yeah.
Poured into that car.
Corvette. They had to clean it out. It's terrible. Just kidding. There's the beer truck that everybody talks about. That's what they said. I hope he shows up in a beer truck. He's a very popular wrestler. That's pretty funny.
Oh, interesting. Pepper Owens is in the chat, says PO316, says, I just whipped your ass.
Yeah.
Chris says, just got my Undertaker Hall of Fame t-shirt today. Still waiting on Stone Cold t-shirt and Igloo ice cooler and Brock Lesnar seasoning.
There you
Nice.
go.
A lot of wrestling stuff.
Stuff.
Sophie says,
Paraphernalia.
you guys are lucky by the time these wrestling shows are over, you have more time to do stuff after it is over.
Yeah, is that lucky, though? Because sometimes I feel like...
It's kind of not really.
I don't like them having in the middle of the day. At 6 to 8 is right in the middle of prime time when you go out with people.
Yeah, it's prime of when you go to dinner, when you have dinner. Hence why I'm always eating on here, Sophie, is because sometimes I don't get to have my dinner before. You know,
California has it worse, though, at 5 o'clock to 7.
Sometimes I'm doing stuff up until the time we're getting on the show to do this stuff, and so that's why I'm unfortunately eating in front of your faces some of the times. It's because that's the only time I get to have my dinner. So for me, it's like dinner time, and I don't want to,
Kid Rock has a new album.
Because by the time we get done with this, sometimes I'm exhausted, and I just don't care to stuff things.
And you have to ball with the ball. Bang it, dang it.
Gotta do that stuff. Robbie says Indy Hartwell is fire. Chris says, oh, I keep calling them Fatal Attraction. Vindicator says, Stone Cold. Where's good old JR when you need him? Ayla says, did you see the videos I sent Travis almost done painting?
Yeah, Travis... I saw those pictures. I just saw them today. I was like, wait a second. When she's in these, but you sent them on Saturday, but I just barely seen them. Today.
Ah, yes. Yeah, it's great that you had somebody that had a sprayer so it'd make it a lot faster for you guys. That's
way cool.
Nice. Heidi from Staten Island says JR is in AEW. Yes.
Yes, he is.
Yes, Heidi, you are correct. So he says they have been wanting Austin for Mania for a while. At first, it was going to be a match against Owens. Robbie says, Ayla, are you good at painting? And Ayla says, depending on the project. Robbie says, what is it now, Sophie? Chris says, Stand and Deliver was 2 nights last year on Tuesday and Wednesday, but now it's on Saturday before Mania.
Yep.
Film says Kid Rock released it, a new album. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, but it had an old song that they were sponsoring it with. The Ba with the Ba Dang Dang.
Yeah, that was an old
So
song.
why would they not put one of his new songs so we know what it at least sounds like?
I don't know.
And is he going to be rapping to rock guitars? Because that's what makes him best.
Right? Film says, did Jacob leave? He wasn't really coming in tonight, Film. He stopped in and was saying how he's at a hockey game and what the score was. But he wasn't really going to be here tonight. Sophie says, I'd rather watch paint dry than watching Ayla paint. Wouldn't that be watching paint dry? Wouldn't it be the same thing? Because the paint's drying and she's painting. So it would...
Stone Cold's been gone for 19 years. What?
What? He's not coming back? I'm confused. It looks like my art is on my Facebook. I'm decent at that. Painting a wall, not so good. Haha. So with pay-per-views, you guys are a couple hours behind everybody else.
Well, we watch them at the same time, but we're just at a different part of the sun reaching us.
Yes.
Like, that pay-per-view is going to be from like 6 to 9 our time.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Raw.
Yep. It was like, well, Sophie, that's your choice. That owns some of my art. I do. I had it on my desk at my one job before this last one.
What is that?
Mm-hmm. When I worked at Farmers.
What?
A piece of Ayla's art that she gave me.
I have a saw blade.
Yeah. And you have a skull. All kinds of stuff, yeah. Robbie says, well, when Ayla is finished painting, then you can watch her paint dry. It was like, I'd rather burn my house down than have Sophie in here. Jesus Christ. I was like, Ayla didn't want to send me some of her art. She doesn't take the time to paint anymore. It's sad. Sophie says, on the days you don't have this, what do you do? Stuff.
What do you do? She does nothing.
I do absolutely nothing.
She watches TikTok and movies about dead people. It's called 48 Hours After Death or something.
The first.
Another 48.
The first 48.
The first 48. KO show. KO doesn't get a match, but he does get to go in there with Stone Cold.
Doesn't
And he obviously likes him because he uses his finisher.
Right.
Tribute.
So, underneath his arms, he has weird under his arms. He reminds me of those people that I've seen on dermatologist shows where they have this weird disease under their armpits with their sweat glands, and they're like really gross. They look like bird victims under there. And it's like really kind of weird looking, and it's like their gland things are like really huge, and they can like push out like these weird waxy gross things out of it. Yeah.
Oh my God, please. Never again. Thank you. I didn't know people had waxy armpits.
Yeah, there you go, Phil. Waxy armpits. It looks like Travis has some too. Yeah, he does have the waxy armpits. Sophie says Steve Austin
I don't have a
has been
wax
on and off
armpit.
WWE TV during 2018. She's talking about your art. Sophie says, it takes me a while to go to bed after wrestling is over, 11 p.m. on Mondays and 10 p.m. on Fridays or whatever time the pay-per-views end.
Yeah, especially if you get all jazzed up for it. There is a saw blade that I told her to paint. See, that's the saw blade part of it.
Tootsie the New Yorker is like, I don't think so, kid.
And then she did a magic mushroom on the front. Maybe it's not magic, I don't know.
It's totally magical.
It's very sharp.
Is it?
Yeah, touch it.
Of course, it's a saw. As I've...
Anyway, some art. It looks like a Who village, but on mushrooms.
Robbie's like, oh, armpits aren't they up filmed straight? He loves them, just probably not dude armpits, but most of the ones I saw were women's, so it was like, no, Travis has waxed armpits. Gross, but we put up with him.
What you doing? You hearing weird things or something?
Yeah.
What?
I don't.
Like fuzzy bags?
Oh yeah, it was the bag. I'm like, what is that? Is that a bird flying in? A moth flying around in here? What's going on?
Look at that, Saturday. Stone Cold coming to pass the torch to Kevin Owens.
Is he? But is he?
Poor Bobby.
They're like, okay, so if you come back, this is what you have to do. Oh, thank you so much. It's so amazing. I gotta go up against a Moss.
I feel like that's gonna hurt his shoulder. So we'll ramming into a wall.
Right? So he says, I feel like this Kevin Owens storyline will introduce an NXT call-up.
Oh yeah? To help protect Stone Cold?
Who would it be? Vindicator says, oh my god, Kevin, just be your own fat self. Don't try to be the next Stone Cold. Owens will be easily forgotten when he retires. Ugh.
Ouch.
It's like running into a brick wall that kind of gave away.
That's what I'm saying, yeah, and it's going to hurt his shoulders. They
So-
just had surgically repaired.
Yes. It looks like, haha, my space days obsessed with outer space themed. So he's like, wow, what cute art. Didn't one of Ayla's kids make that? And Robbie's like, nah, Vin, KO will never be forgettable. And Ayla's like, ah, Sophie, you're so nice. You're totally not a condescending biche. Robbie's
Is this
retracted.
Ricochet?
It is. What's he doing on Raw? Is he a Raw guy? I thought he was a SmackDown.
He's SmackDown champion.
Mitzi is in the chat. Hey, Mitzi says, boo.
He's going one-on-one with Austin Theory. What do you want to bet we see McAfee tonight?
Oh, goody. Mitzi says, boo, as someone from the southern states like me, I'm angry. I am a fan of Austin since the mid-90s. Yeah, you're mad at that Canadian? You tell him, eh? Sophie says, wow, we are almost at hour number 3. Robbie says, Ayla, did you paint yourself? You know, it's really funny when you do paint things, you tend to paint yourself a little too. It's normal, huh, Ayla? When we went to the paint by number things that we did.
Or paint by number.
It felt like it sometimes. Because you had to follow along. So it's kind of like paint by numbers. I was like, Ayla, you should hang out with your gal, Sophie.
I don't know. I've seen it for a while, but I don't know what it is.
Well, it wasn't there earlier, but it was
Oh, it's been there.
the whole
Every time I turn it on, it's there, so...
Oh. Does it need an update or something? Maybe it needs an
I thought I updated it the last time. It did, but I kept hitting no because I got on like 5 minutes before. So I couldn't afford, I didn't know how long it would take.
It was like a portrait or do I paint with my own hands? And I'm like, do you paint on yourself? That's how I took it. How funny is that? Sophie's like, it must be Mania week since they're going the brand split with all these SmackDown stars. Yeah, well, it's called WrestleMania Raw tonight, so yeah, I'm pretty sure they're in Mania week. It looks like so I can get in a physical altercation.
If somebody hurts your feelings, yes.
Yes. Robbie says, nah, I meant paint a self-portrait. Oh. Film's like, I guess Kevin Owens got what he had to say about Stone Cold. Yes, he did get what he had to say. It was like, no, not really. I don't do realistic stuff other than our paint and sips. Robbie says, Ayla, if that's who you want. Yes, that's what we want. Looking forward to the Northman movie that's coming out in theaters.
It basically
on April
is Conan the Barbarian, but more realistic or something.
It's about Norsemen, not barbarians.
They were the barbarians, and it's the same thing.
No.
He's got killed right in front of his son. That's how Conan the Barbarian starts.
It's not Conan the Barbarian.
I want to watch it. I liked Conan. I'm
I
just
did
saying.
too, but it's not the same. It was like, I'd rather not go to jail in AIDS Village, Florida. For the physical altercation. Why not? That sounds fun. People will probably be like, no, it's cool. It's cool.
It's pretty funny. You don't have the privilege of Will Smith, so you don't go to jail.
Right?
Highly privileged.
Highly. I was like, Ayla, take Sophie with you. Alrighty, well, that commercials are hopefully over with.
Why? You don't like golf commercials?
I don't know. Oh, God.
First game. They're all going to play.
Who's that weird guy with the necklace?
That guy?
Yeah.
I thought it was MJK or...
Is that Machine Gun Kelly?
Yeah.
Why is he even involved in this?
Because he's done their music and stuff. Maybe he did something for the movie. I don't know. Game.
Weird. Anyways, Ayla's laughing, and Sophie says, who is behind YouTube? It seems like they like to mess up YouTube channels at random times.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know. I'm trying to think who owns YouTube. Google.
That's a fact.
Ayla says, Fat Lisa better make my bail.
Triple threat match this Friday.
Shit. Oh, come on. Ricochet is not that. He's not bad. He's better than Austin Theory.
Actually, I don't mind either one of these guys. I like Austin Theory. I don't like his outfits. It's kind of weird. Like, they're like leather suits, but they're like, I don't know. Just weird.
He's like wearing some rubbery stuff.
Yeah.
It's like Illuminate is in control of YouTube. Robbie says we will get D to have whip around for you, Ayla. Huh? Sophie says, do you see them giving Ricochet a loss on Friday? I don't know. I don't think so.
No, he just got it.
It'd be weird if they did.
Sick.
His eyebrows are annoying and huge. I'm so fluffy and icky. Icky eyebrows. Robbie's like...
His show is PMS. Pat McAfee's show.
That's cool. Robbie says he's as bad as Condom. You're going to put poor Ricochet in the same version, in the same category as Ray's son.
Oh, come on.
Robbie, that's just not right.
Ricochet is actually pretty good. Where Dominik doesn't deserve to be on television. There's a big difference. Isn't it just the weirdest thing that not only is Dom on TV, but he's like constantly on TV?
Yeah, it's gross and creepy.
Like, to me, it blows my mind. It's like taking the worst person in the audience, throwing him in the ring and just let him be there week after week. It's funny for a couple weeks, but then after a while, it's like, oh, that guy's still out there. Be like Michael Cole wrestling, full time. Just
yeah,
he's back. He's wrestling every week.
He's doing stuff. He's there. He's doing.
And
it.
and you're supposed to take him seriously,
Right.
but it's Michael Cole, so you're like, is this real?
Robbie says, whip round when one person goes around asking for money. Ew, God no. Sophie's like, this isn't Austin Theory Mania debut. He debuted at Mania a couple of years ago.
With Angel and Alberto Carrillo? No. With
Zelina Vega and Andrade.
Andrade.
Ayla says, shaking my head, I meant the Illuminati. Oh, well, it didn't come out as that. It came out as Illuminate. Roy says, yes, I will there, brother. Bother boring seas.
Oh, shit, that might be it. 1, 2, and 3. Austin Theory just dominated Ricochet. So Ricochet could easily lose this weekend, I guess.
I guess that's what they're planning for him, which
What
is
the
dumb. So it was like Sami Zayn was the IC champion and he lost it to Ricochet a couple weeks after it is possible. Yeah, but he had to have a feud with Johnny Knoxville and not have a title involved, Sophie. So
that's exactly what happened. That's why we also saw Big E become champion, because Bobby Lashley didn't want to put the title on Goldberg.
Right.
And so Bobby had to drop the title to Big E. It's the same thing.
Ayla says the big triangle on our money, the pizza place or whatever, aka the devil. Film says, is Ricochet going to lose? Well, he did, so there you go. Sophie says it looks like Dolph Ziggler move to NXT might be permanent.
Cool. It's weird, but he could help the kids.
Robbie says, yes, Film. He lost fair and square. Sound like that, I guess.
Oh, yay. Esther comes out next.
Oh, goody. Gum drops. The excitement. I can't wait. Yay! So exciting right now. Yippee skippy doodah.
Yeah, she'll come out and talk. Maybe we'll see Becky.
Come out and talk too. This will be great. More talking. Talkity talk, 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 talkity talk, talk, talk.
I don't know if Becky thought by being a heel that she'd go over higher, because she would have been perfect not a heel.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Like she was just a badass.
I don't think she really wanted to be a heel, but maybe...
It was her choice. That was her storyline, that she
Oh.
bitched to Vince. And he's like, okay. Because she saw how it was working for Roman.
Oh.
But she doesn't have a clique. She doesn't have a group.
No, she's by
She'd
herself.
have to couple. You know, I mean, Mandy's
Weird.
doing it. You got to have a couple other biatches on your team.
Mm-hmm. Robbie says, do you gal Esta with her hair? No, that's all you, Robbie. You're the fan. So he says, if Cesaro didn't walk out of the WWE, I wonder where he would fit on the Mania card.
He'd probably be wrestling Sheamus or something. Or Ridge.
Right? Definite possibilities in that, for sure.
Old Butch. So Finn Balor and Ricochet get to miss WrestleMania, but Butch gets to wrestle. He doesn't get to wrestle, though. He's just going to be on the sideline.
So he says that was a quick match and also a fresh match. Yeah, well, they're not on the same thing. Ricochet's from SmackDown and the other one's from Raw.
Theory. I loved it, but it should have lasted longer and it should have had a different ending, but I'm okay with it.
Robbie's like, Dee, what qualities does Esta have? I think that's all in your department.
She's got a big butt.
Because I don't know. Bryce says, okay, I'm going to leave now. See you guys on Wednesday. Bye. Bye, Bryce. Thanks for hanging with us. We'll definitely see you hopefully on Wednesday.
For the old wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Did they not get the same girl to play the part of the girl that he likes on that or something?
Who's he?
The Muggle guy.
Oh, I think she's on there. That's
like
Snape's grandma.
Is that what you're going with?
Yes.
Sophie says with
her
the
name's
way...
Prince. Or Queenie.
Mm-hmm.
And his name's Prince.
Yeah, but that's his last name.
So?
Okay, that makes no sense, babe.
Queens and princes? It makes sense. It's too ironic.
Yes, last name part doesn't make sense, though. Sophie says with the way the commentators were talking, it seems like they forgot that Austin Theory debuted at the first two-night Mania in 2020. Well, maybe they weren't looking back at that. I don't know.
Nobody cares about 2020.
Stupid. Vinny here says, feels like a typical go-home show tonight. No real matches of interest or significance. So much recaps and promos that hardly resonate. It's a WrestleMania Raw.
I can't wait for the pre-show for WrestleMania. I bet you they recap the shit out of the year so far. All 4 months are going to be like, here, or 3 months. Here.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be dumb. Well, it's like, oh, she's got a big butt. Oh, that's what they all have.
That girl is
I don't
poison.
Sophie says after Cesaro walked out, he has been very quiet, like nobody knows where he is going.
She's got a big butt and smile. That girl is poison.
Ayla says, good, says, night, guys. All right, good night, Ayla. Thanks for hanging with us. Vindicator says, Robbie, that's a silly question. Bianca is the best pure athlete in the women's division. Her problem is she doesn't do babyface promos very well, or any promo very well. It looks like dirty mudbloods. Dirty mudbloods.
Racist much?
Dirty mudbloods? Harry Potter?
Mudblood, yeah. Racist. All those squibs out there. Probably just as bad.
Right.
I mean, right now they're recapping 20 years ago. Triple H stuff. They're just recapping everything. Recap!
They're like, well, we want to let them know, you know.
All right, here comes Esther. For you people at home. She's wearing see-through shorts. It's like a bunny outfit.
Why is it so quiet?
I don't know if there's chat or anything. Nothing's going on.
There isn't very much chatting.
I can't wait till there's something going on.
Vindicator says, night, Ayla. Sorry, it wasn't much for conversation like usual.
Woo.
Bobby says, hello, Vin, you know it. LOL. Ayla says, and if Baggins loses, then we eats it whole. Night, Vin. See you Wednesday. Ravi says, what a stupid outfit.
Stupid outfit.
Well, we don't
Yeah,
like
definitely.
Esta's
What the
outfit.
fuck is she wearing? Would you see it?
No, not yet. Somebody
you didn't
says,
see
I
it?
bet one or two of the matches for both Nights of Mania will get moved to the kickoff show.
It could. That's it right there. And then recap time. The recaps last 15 minutes. Her hyoid bone. This is the match that's going to determine my enjoyment of the whole show. I almost don't want to see it. All right, Esther is talking. All right, she's talking normal. What does she have in her hair? Is she crying? Oh, she's going to do one of those things. So Esther is in the ring, about ready to cry because the crowd is saying, get better. How low you will stoop.
Ooh, how low you stooping? Sophie says I have that or two. Sophie says, do you guys get hurricanes or twisters? We sometimes get tornadoes here every once in a blue moon.
Yeah, not usually in the city though.
Vindicator says I actually like Becky Gold outfit, best thing she ever wore. It was like every day, Sophie. Philip says, oh my, are you seeing what Bianca Belair is wearing?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in her hair. It's confusing.
Robbie says Esther going for the magician's assistant look. Sophie says at least if someone misses a week or two of WWE television, they can pick it back up when they start watching it again.
I bet you could miss a good solid month and be fine. Because they usually do recaps from about 4 weeks back.
Is like, I thought y'all were done at 8, so I said night. No, Mondays are 3 hours, Ayla.
Mondays are a whole extra hour.
Bobby's like, do you think she's defo stooping low? So he says, we got hurricanes when we evacuated to Georgia where we stayed at our roommate's cousin's house for a week.
Oh, wow.
Philip says, Bianca
that could be scary.
Sexy.
She looks like a cocktail waitress. Like in the back, it needs like a cape.
Oh yeah.
Right out just over her butt.
that would definitely be the whole magician's assistant look if she had that. That's funny.
Terrible promos, but she's got a pretty face. There she comes. Becky coming down. If you guys care.
Totally care.
Shit just got better.
Is she wearing... Oh, she's behind her.
Behind. She came in for a sneak attack, but nobody was home.
Ooh, sneak attacks.
Now they're just going fisticuffs. She's got her gold boots on. Fitting of a champion. The camera is just moving too much. Stop. Leave it alone. Look at how many times they're changing the angle.
I guess they really want to give people seizures or throw up times. That's my guess.
Like, so go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Like, just keep it on a freaking channel. Oh, there it is. Hit her with that chair, Bex.
Ew.
Whack.
Just like, let me get set up real quick. Just a second. Just a second.
Take that belt off. Wrap it around that high head bone. What has Becky got?
Nothing else I can do.
Is that scissors?
Is it a real whip?
No, it's scissors.
Oh, some nice scissors.
I don't know about how nice those are. They're ginormous. Cut that shit off. Make this a fair fight.
That thing's huge. Holy crap.
Do it. Come on, Becky. Somehow get this. Come on, Becky. Oh, no. Fuck. That would have been so great.
Dang it. You were gonna cut my hair? How dare you?
Just trying to even the odds. Look at her tape for holding her boobies in. It's all there on her chest. Mm-hmm. So her boobs could fall out because there's nothing holding on that. See it? 2 KODs.
Uh-huh. Sophie says, I don't get why we need 2 2-hour kickoff shows for Mania. And Ayla's like, oh, well then, hello. Rob says, Becky smashing through Esta. Film says, oh, here comes the hair champion Becky Lynch.
I think she might cut Becky's hair.
Esta, just give it up, you fraud. Film's like, I can't wait to see this match at WrestleMania, Becky versus Bianca. Robbie says, I knew it wouldn't get cut. WWE is so lame. Sophie says, and at my roommate's cousin's house, we didn't have TV, so I had to find a way to watch both rounds.
Is Becky going to get a haircut?
Because sometimes the TV app doesn't work for whatever.
She is. She's going to get a haircut.
Is she going to cut her hair?
Becky's going to have a new hairstyle come WrestleMania time. She's got a prison shank. You got to be careful. This will be okay. I'm okay with this. If she gets
her ass,
Becky
her hair
or
cut
Bianca at the end.
Yeah, her hair has
Make
to
it
get
a hair
cut off
versus
too.
hair match.
Because if she's going to cut her hair and they're not going to stop it, then, yeah. She needs to have her hair cut off too.
I am okay with this if that's what ends up happening. If they don't go that route, then it's dumb, but... All right. Well, the ladies fighting over hair. I can't even tell where she cut it. Looks fine.
Oh, it's all chopped up. It's all short and really, really short in a couple places. And
is she going to take it and put it back in her head? This could be good. What you looking at?
I was trying to look up the cast for that new movie, the Fantastic Beasts movie.
Oh.
Was all. Oh, okay. This got totally dumb.
It's getting weird, but...
Robbie's like, what a joke. I agree. He was like, your roommate, your mom elfing? And Robbie's like, she should be fired for that. So it was like, whenever I'm not home and somewhere else, it takes me a while to figure out how to make the DirecTV app to work. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of a pain with those satellite places. Robbie says, Ayla, don't take the mic, LOL. Admiral Martha says Bianca pulled a Mandy Rose. And Robbie says, it's a wig anyway. Sophie says, so Bianca isn't going to win the championship as people thought. Robbie says,
There's
the
a good
cameraman
possibility now.
Let me zoom in. Film says Bianca's armpits are hot. Poor Becky and her hair on top of her head, not her hairy armpits. She doesn't have hairy armpits, my friend. And here's like, hair gimmicks are dumb regardless. Literally, nobody remembers or cares about Molly getting shaved by Victoria. WWE again, no creativity and no logic is how they operate.
Remember Brutus Beefcake, and that was his gimmick? He just shaved everybody's head, or like cut everybody's hair that he wrestled. It was actually pretty funny.
Oh. Sorry, Robbie. She should be fined. From my angle and my far awayness, it looks like fired. The R's and N's look almost exactly the same.
There it is. Saturday. An opponent Mr. McMahon's choosing.
Ooh, an opponent.
Looks like Cody in the little shadow.
Right? But who knows? Film says, I'm betting Becky Lynch is going to end up being like Mandy. Remember when Mandy got her hair cut?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and she looked dumb. Yeah. Robbie's like, WWE just love being lame.
This Saturday.
Vindicator says, weird that Cody wants to be a part of this company. Money must be tight in household. LOL.
It's a lot of money.
Except as Molly said, if she didn't get that match against Victoria at Mania, she wouldn't have been on the card.
Yep, that happens. Back then it was important. Nowadays everybody gets on, so it doesn't matter.
Right?
So are they just showing all the Saturday matches right now? Yeah. So they haven't showed the AJ Edge one, so. Yep, they just showed all the Saturday ones. Oh, here comes Drew Mack. He's back on Raw.
Well, she's back on there. She just looked really different in that thing that they had, that pre-show preview.
Uh-huh. That's in like 2 weeks, that show.
That movie?
Mm.
Yeah.
That's what I said. 2 weeks. About. I think it's like the 10th or 9th or 8th. Maybe it's the 15th.
April 15th, yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that it was the same girl because it looked like her but didn't look like her, if that makes any sense.
Look at this. This is a handicap match tonight.
2-on-1 handicap match? Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss versus...
2-on-1.
This is...
Wouldn't Drew have to lose this to make this even remotely watchable?
I guess. I would think so, but they're going to make it somehow he'll win or...
Well, he doesn't. He never loses. Drew McIntyre's the worst because they never make him look bad.
Film says, yes, I'm Queen. Charlotte Flair is going to win. And Sophie says, I wonder how the WWE is going to treat Cody if they treat him right. A lot of AEW stars might look to jump ship to the WWE.
Yeah, it's a big one. They got to watch that. And if they do it right, they will. They'll get the Kenny Omegas of the world.
Mm-hmm. Russell McIntyre's in the chat with the angry face and swords. And Ravi says, film, don't get too excited as WWE love to screw people. Nope.
Pick a side. What side of Twix do you like best? Left or
I
right?
don't really like Twix.
Not Twix at all? You don't like left or right?
I don't really like them. Not a huge fan of them, no.
Wow.
They're okay, but they're not like one of the ones that, it's not like a go-to candy bar for me. Sophie says Edge versus AJ is the only match that has switched nights every day in the past couple weeks. Was it on there? Did
No.
they show?
It's definitely on Sunday. I moved it on my card too.
Oh, did you?
Uh-huh.
They moved it back to Sunday.
It's just messed up on their site is all.
Mm.
Not
Oh,
even
Lord.
remotely
Oh, Lord.
entertaining. Do you want to watch it? I wouldn't watch if it was free.
I wouldn't watch it if it was free either. And meaning free as in I didn't have to pay anything for it, like pay to stream it on a streaming
Yeah, if it was
service,
on-
or even pay to watch
If
it on...
USA Network said, "Hey, it's going to be on commercial free," I would be like, "Oh,
I wouldn't watch it.
I would rather
because I
watch
still
Big
pay
Bang Theory."
to watch USA. Technically. You know what I mean? I still pay to watch it, so... When?
No way."
Isn't it supposed to stop being windy.
Well, there's no way that was wind.
Maybe it was a train.
Is Argus maybe moving his cage?
Luke says, Sophie, you can stop now, please. You're just repeating the same stuff now. It says, do you know how hard it is? Chat and stuff in open stream chats without accidentally typing in the wrong chat. Yeah, you have to be real careful what you say to people. Sophie says, did you see MJF interview?
No.
Didn't know he had one. Probably says D Devil watching it on the sly. Watching what?
Sonic.
Oh God, no. I played the video game. Video game was pretty cool. On my brother's Sega. That thing was pretty awesome. But watching it, a movie about it is fucking weird. It's kind of like watching a show about Halo, for fuck's sake, which they have on Paramount, which is dumb to me.
Oh, snap. Yeah, that guy makes a whole bunch of cool stuff on his YouTube channel.
The black guy?
I don't know who that is.
Oh. The other guy is what? I don't know their names, so I'd call them by their names.
Right, the blonde. He makes badass stuff on his YouTube channel. I see it all the time.
They're besties.
Country music superstar. First time I've ever heard her name. Pretty sure you have to have people know your name to be a megastar. Is it like Brooklyn Decker's sister or something? They're gonna perform at Mania. They're gonna keep on this storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord. Beat her up, Becky.
Like, why the fuck are you in my face?
That's it.
Oh,
Bianca,
yeah.
you bitch. Quote, Becky Lynch.
And Drew's like, this guy.
How can you just have a prison shank and then a pair of scissors? What kind of sport is this?
Violence. They chose violence. Sophie says, I'm surprised they are doing Seth versus a mystery opponent for night 1 instead of night 2.
They can't upstage Brock and Roman.
Luke says 4 monitors. Oh, 4 monitors. Okay. It says, right, Luke is on another chat talking mad crap about his Roode. Well, it's like I still have the Sonic games. Mario will be a film next. Didn't they make one?
They made a Mario film years ago.
Like, I'm pretty sure that's already happened, Robbie. Somebody says, what are the chances that Luke is a moderator for 5 different YouTube channels? And Luke says, Ayla, that's not funny to me. I would never talk smack. I'll delete the or trap. I think you do, Luke. I think you get off this channel and I think that you talk smack about us.
First of all,
prove me wrong.
Well, I don't feel we're important enough for him to talk smack about us. Have you even been on Wrestling Gab's channel? Like what? Who?
What?
It killed. What's he gonna say after you get a Claymore? It killed. Well, he got hurt. He landed on his head, and we haven't seen him wrestle since. By the way.
And he's wrestling now, supposedly.
We'll see.
Bum says, poor Becky. Ayla says, I meant us in chat. You just confirmed. Robbie's like, D, spitting food all over the place, talking with your mouth full. Yes, I am. I'm going to talk with my mouth full, Smarty. I'm going to make you watch it. Luke says, Sophie, I've been
comes.
modding for a long time. As a matter of fact,
all right. So he's cleared for violence.
I never say anything because one of the other mods focuses on you. Bum says, Becky, whatever you do, don't kill Bianca. Don't go crazy. I want her to kill her.
Murder.
her to rip her hair off.
Murder
and
was
then
a case
stuck her
that they
into a
gave me.
box without her arms.
Oh, drag neck breaker. Kip up.
Somebody says with Seth wrestling on Saturday instead of Sunday, that threw out what everybody thought would happen.
It's nice. It makes day one more relevant. I like that. They could even do that at the main event. Although I think that Charlotte will still be the main event.
Looks like not funny to me. Film says it's Baron Corbin, not Happy Corbin. And Sophie's like, which chat?
Baron Corbin's just leaving.
And Robbie's like, has it happened, D? What happened? What happened?
He's leaving.
Why is Happy Corbin leaving?
He's leaving. He said, fuck it. I got a match this weekend.
Why is he letting Madcap take all the...
Because Madcap's a douche.
Why is he a douche? What did he do wrong?
I told you. He told the joke. What are you going to do after you get a Claymore?
Why doesn't he just, like,
that
roll
kilt.
out and leave?
Because he's
Poor
broken.
guy.
Bet he doesn't get a freaking Alabama slam. That's smack. That might have killed him.
Loser.
Oh, from behind!
Luke says you figured it out. Sophie LOL. Luke says I give up. That's teasing. We know we're not special, really that special in your world, Luke. Especially when you get off of the internet. You can go into real life situations.
Oh, God. Drew might have separated his shoulder right there. Corbin going after him. This is it. If he hits this, it's over.
Oh, he didn't end a daze on his ass. Good for him.
Nobody's
It's
ever...
Like, you're like, these beach Ayla and my other chat is totally lame. This guy Ravi is super rainbow. Don't get me started on Sophie. It's like I go in and out of chat rooms all week. I sometimes don't remember which YouTube channels I'm on and what I'm talking about. Vindicator says, only snacks or dinner can make Jalitha smile through a McIntyre match.
Look, they just stole his mom.
Vin gets me. Thanks.
They just stole his mom.
Nice. Well, I had to take something of his. Make him feel bad about himself. This Vindicator gets me.
They're going to take it to that pawn shop on that show. That's what Corey Graves just said.
Nice. Go, Corey. In Vegas, they're going to take it. Well, he did win his winnings in Vegas, so it makes sense, right? It looks like Ayla. Just because I might or might not think those things doesn't mean I type or say them. Like, we know you have to talk to somebody. It's fine. It was like, makes sense, Sophie.
Look at...
Like, haha, emotional damage. I was like, Ayla, you're who's friends with... You're one who's friends with Sophie. Vindicator's Ayla thought you left for bed. Looks like Sophie, I'm on for 4 YouTube channels and 3 Twitch channels. You'll never know when I'm around. Sophie says if I really like a channel, I stay there all night. Ayla's like, Vin, where you been? I got my times.
My question is, does Beth Phoenix work for NXT again?
Is she commentating on there? I don't watch it. So
That's what I said. Is she working there again? I haven't watched it in a few weeks, so I know she's not with him anymore. I love that he was just a heel or a face, and then he turned heel like instantly.
Yeah. Sophie's like, I'm not part of the Twitch community. Robbie says, Ayla, we know you bat for the other side and gave a liquor license. You don't need to keep on telling us. Have not gave. Russell McIntyre's in the chat says, my sword! My Angela! Oh, no! Ayla says, Robbie, stop projecting your frustration on me. Says, Ayla, stop, tell us you bat for the other side, we get it. Oh, some people. Looks like I don't have to talk about what goes on in here. Jade watches with me, so after you walk off, she just cuddles me and comforts me so I get my period there. That's the problem, Luke. You take it and then you keep it inside yourself. You're supposed to just go For anybody who's interested, Edge is just talking his butt off here.
He's got the scales of justice, so you know he's an equal opportunity guy.
He's a yakking himself to death.
Do you have a scales of justice?
No, I don't, and I probably don't really want one.
Fate is sealed. It's hilarious. Edge, that didn't make sense.
I don't even know what he was saying.
It's all these millennials and Gen Zers or whatever they are.
Yeah. Is that what
Nobody
it's for?
knows what the fuck he's talking about. They're like,
I don't even know what he's talking about. I must be one of them. Looks like not a bad run. I'm going to give it a 9.7 out of 10. Is it because you ate or is it because you saw armpits? Anyways, Ayla earlier said that she made a horrible decision, that she got talked into a horrible decision. Jordan talked her into eating Taco Bell, and then she threw up.
yummy.
Not surprising. Not surprising.
I actually like Taco Bell.
Ayla's like, Robbie, if it gets you off me, I'm totally a cat person. Jordan's a woman, and my kids are made up. Robbie's like, Ayla, stop being a twat. Roberto's like, y'all have a good night. Thanks, Roberto. You have a good night, buddy.
See ya. Sorry.
Thanks for hanging out with us and all the crazy people in the chat. Looks like I can't just blah in chat or you scold me. It's because you take what they say too personal, my friend. You gotta not take it personal.
Words just point. They don't mean anything. They just point.
Just let them make asses of themselves. I'm the one that has to interact with them all. You don't really have to. We're pretty, lenient with a lot of stuff. There are certain things that I will finally lay down the law and say something about. But most of the time I'm like, what the fuck ever.
Whatever.
It wasn't me.
That other 48. That shit wasn't me.
Wasn't me. The first 48.
You should have watched that. Like
the last
one you
when
left.
I left.
The kid that was in Houston.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't his dad. You know the dad that took him to the Greyhound and then he went to Houston?
Oh yeah? That wasn't his grandpa.
Not my dad. What about your cousin?
I don't have a cousin.
Not my cousin. I don't know who you're talking about. It's like,
wasn't
come
me.
on, dude. They had like color video of him coming out in that hotel's camera. He's like, that wasn't me.
I missed the whole.
No, and he said that wasn't me, and then he said, nope, I don't know. They were like, what about your cousin? You could see he's like, oh, fucking rat it on me. Don't know him.
So the other guy that was friends with the other guy was his cousin?
Yeah, those were cousins.
Oh my fuck. So they ever figure out why he shot the guy?
No.
Oh, what a dumbass.
He just shot him and then left. And then left. Like he went to Houston.
He's like, I'm done. I'm going to Houston.
And then forgot who his family was.
Well, I don't know who anybody is.
And the cops watched the camera, and you know how his cousin was like, yeah, I panicked. I didn't know what to do. I took the gun. I was walking around, and then I threw it in
the garbage.
They showed him, and he was like just pacing. You could
saw
tell.
that part.
And he threw it in the garbage, and he walked up. They're like, well, I guess he was telling the truth.
Yeah, he told his story. I saw that part, yeah.
They're like, the more evidence we gather, the more I think he's just telling word for word what happened. But the cousin was.
Right.
So anyways, the guy got 10 years.
That's it.
Yeah.
Probably says good for
Wasn't
you.
him.
It wasn't him. What do you want? A gold star for that? Oh, Robbie, you are.
But I don't know what happened with the knife, the stabbing one, or whatever, the other one, with the guy that was 6'4", 6'6", He-Man.
That was the shooting one. He's the one that got shot in the head with one bullet.
Okay, then it was the other one with the white people.
Oh, the one where the guy
the
got
white people.
stabbed?
Yeah.
In the park with all the drunk homeless people?
I don't know what happened on that.
Oh.
I was like, I can't remember what happened on that
It
one.
was like the twat. Looks like Ayla just admitted she's a furry. Man, he's like the bearded woman causing trouble. Big surprise. As Matthew is in the chat. Hey, Matthew! Philip's like, I hope Liv Morgan doesn't wear any long sleeves at WrestleMania. Let your armpits alive. Liv Morgan at WrestleMania. Medicare's like, see ya, Rob. Matthew says, what happened on Raw so far? Ayla's like, yeah, it was Luke.
There was a haircut. Becky got a haircut from Esther. Esther cut her hair off.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of it, but chunks out of it. It's pretty bad.
Philip says AJ Styles will win against Edge at WrestleMania. Robbie's giving Vulcan stuff.
Roman Reigns was on. Brock Lesnar started the show out. It's been a star-studded show. Yeah. Ricochet against Austin Theory, and Austin Theory beat him clean in like 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Phil says, hey, Matthew, happy Monday. What's going on, buddy?
And now it's Rick Boogs.
Drew McIntyre won against, what are their faces?
Who was
Happy
it?
Corbin and Madcap Moss.
Oh, yeah.
Robbie says it's all just cattle in the market. Seth got a match, Maddie. Oh, yeah, Seth got a match with somebody of Vince's choosing. Matthew says, hi, Film. I just got off work. How are you, Chief? Robbie says, yo, Matthew. Luke says, I can say this, though. When I lay down at night after dealing with this chat, I feel so much better about myself. You know what's funny about it, Luke, is when I leave this chat and I lay down, I don't think anything about this fucking shit. Like, at all. Like, I forget everything. And then I get asked questions later. I'm like, I don't know what happened.
Here comes Shinsuke and Nakamura.
Who's better at it? Just kidding. Matthew's like, hey, Robbie. Adela's like, Matthew, watch your backside. Robbie wants to get up close and personal. I told him you're engaged to my mom, but he thinks he can turn you. Robbie's like, Ayla, he's scared of your friend, Sophie. Matthew says, oh, my fucking ass off it.
See, like, this Sunday, they're showing it on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, they're putting it on, Sunday, yeah. Yeah, they must have something messed up on
Theory and McAfee.
On Sunday. Robbie says, Matthew, is Ayla that obsessed with you? And Film says, no, Miss T, just for the show, for Raw. I give it a 9.7 out of 10.
Fatal 4-way tag team match with the women.
In Pittsburgh, which is awesome. And 2, some of the matches were pretty decent. Robbie says, nah, Ayla, you scared off your mate, Sophie. It was like, why? Vindicator's like, damn, when did this become the sexual orientation?
Bobby Lashley versus Omos on Sunday. I thought they put that on Saturday. Yeah.
I thought they put it on Saturday too, but I guess they changed it real quick.
Anything goes in that match.
So, let's see.
And then that triple threat tag team match for the Raw Tag Team Championships. This is basically like Tag Team Mania. A lot of tag team matches. And then Roman and Brock. Enough said.
And then what was the... Lashley.
Yes, Omos. Which we'll have to do a prediction for that one.
I was just
Bobby.
Back over too.
Did they say for our main event tonight? Is this the main event? What time do we have?
8:32.
Oh, that's right. Usos are coming out now. RK Bro. This is the main event?
I guess. Vindicator said, damn, when did this become sexual orientation? Blah, blah, blah. It was like Matthew Hartson. Matthew says, oh, probably she isn't obsessed with me. Just the idea of me and my hair. It was like obsessed.
She was in here earlier.
Obsessed?
April. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know who she was.
Or Ginger Snaps or whatever her name was.
I forgot that her name was Ginger something, and then I was like, oh, crap, it is. Matthew's hot dog, and Robbie says, since Ayla effed it up, and Ayla's like, Vin, you jealous? Ayla's like, I effed what up? How? Matthew's like, Ayla, why did you hack my Instagram? Film's like, well, let's just say the Chief is having a good time on this amazing live stream. Ayla says, I didn't, haha. Matthew says, Stone Cold didn't show up? No, he was just talked about a lot from a lot of people. He was mentioned a lot. The audience mentioned him. Brock mentioned him. Kevin Owens talked about him. They showed pictures of him. Roman talked about him.
He's not showing up. Why would he show up?
Robbie's like, by being you, Ayla. And Ayla's like, oh, well, Robbie, if only you were a real boy. Robbie's like,
this is like a Survivor Series match right here. Raw champions against SmackDown champions.
Ooh. Robbie says, yeah, if only Ayla. Matthew says, a little nice. It seems like y'all have been having a blast in here. Bobby Lashley looks like a lightweight compared to Omos.
Oh my gosh, it's sad.
Robbie says, you can help me to become a real boy, Ayla. Vindicator says, I would have to be a nice guy to be jealous, and that's just difficult and uncomfortable for me. But yes, Ayla, I'm jealous that Robbie gets more attention than me. It was like, I was being all sorts of polite and shit, but Robbie needs abuse.
Oh.
Vindicator's like, probably because his name is in blue. It was like, ew, Robbie, don't be gross. Boom says, this is the main event, really? Yeah, honey, it is. Matthew says, I think you did, especially with Robbie explaining your obsession with me. Robin's like, you like helping people, don't you, Ayla? Matthew says, LOL, Ayla, did you invite your mom to chat for me? LOL, Ayla's like, not thirsty, boys. No, I don't. Sophie says, this tag match is a Survivor Series rematch.
Facts.
There. From people who know. Ayla says she comes around, Matthew. It's Travis's sister. Robbie's like, Ayla, if you were nice to me, then there would be something wrong.
She's like, give me your coats. There's an empty seat right here. They're like, no, we don't need a coat wrangler.
The coat wrangler, right?
She's like, it's just strangers. Oh, hey, give me your coats. There's an empty seat right here. They're like, oh.
Don't be like your parents. Remember when you did that, though? Like, you go to the movie theater and you might be the first one that shows up and you're, like, expecting a couple other friends to show up or something. And in order for everybody to sit together, you'd have to, like, save seats. Mm-hmm. Like, no, that seat's saved. And you have, like, your jacket.
And it was
like a shoe in another one.
Yeah, I never did it as an adult, but I did do it in junior high and stuff. That's funny. We used to go to the that reel all the time, like 3 days a week.
Right? That makes sense.
It was $1.
I know, right? I loved it when they took the so they got rid of that older. So they had three movie theaters besides they also had 4. And the one that was in front of on Yellowstone there, they took that one away. And then they had the big main one that they made. And then they took the second one, they made it like a cheap movie theater. Mm-hmm. And now they've taken that out, and there's like a Red Robin there and stuff like that. But that was like the coolest thing, was going to a nicer theater and paying just like $1 more than the real theater. Mm-hmm. And it was like, but you could see like...
They had newer movies there for a while. I mean, obviously, that was the big one forever. Mm-hmm. The Alameda. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Alameda Triplex, right?
I think so. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, because they were in Alameda, the city. Mm-hmm. But anyways, yeah, that was a good one. I went to, what was that show called? The Matrix there?
Did you?
Yeah, we walked in, and I was watching it. Probably about 12, 15 minutes into it, I was like, I'm going across the street, going to the bar. See you guys. Because he was crawling out on top of the skyscraper, and I was like, fuck that.
You're like, if I want to feel like that, I'm going to go get drunk.
I'd just rather go chase tail back then. You know, and then the other thing was when I went to the new theater, the big one, we were in the big one. Mm-hmm. And this is right before McKenna was born. I'm sitting there watching it and fucking watching King Kong when King Kong came out. And all of a sudden, King Kong's on top of the Empire State Building, swatting at the... I had to stand up and go stand... They had like all the steps or the seats are stepped up.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then you walk literally down to the bottom and over, and then there's like a half wall that goes to the door.
Right.
I just had to stand by that half wall and like hold on to it. Watch the rest of the King Kong. Because I didn't want to miss it.
Right.
But I want to make sure I was on the ground.
That's pretty funny.
My heights translated to movie theater stuff. Now it wouldn't bug me, but back then it bugged the crap out of me.
Right. Let's see. Sophie says that when Survivor Series comes around in November, how are they going to sell it? It is the only time SmackDown and Raw go head to head.
Except for tonight.
Right. Film says, I hope for the Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. Hope they don't do hair versus hair, in my honest opinion. They already cut off some of Becky's hair, so in fact it should be Bianca's hair gets cut off next.
I just hope that they cut Bianca's hair off. I don't care if it's a hair for hair. I just hope that Becky wins and cuts her freaking hair off, and that's over.
Right.
That's a 7-month feud.
Matthew says, oh, I'm still trying to figure out you Idahoans. What about us? Luke's like, Sophie, stop worrying about a pay-per-view that's months away. And Robbie's like, Sophie with more info than Vince himself. So he's like, I can't believe April is a couple days away. It feels like this month just started. It was like, what's to figure out? Vindicator says Idahoans like potatoes or some...
We just
I heard.
We just like freedom and guns. We're kind of like Texas, but a little bit different.
Yeah, I'll give you Ayla's comparison. Robbie says Ayla is transparent, nothing to figure out. Ayla says completely transparent. Matthew says I'll let you know when I figure it out. So he says I might be watching both nights Mania with my mom, and if I do, it will be her first time since she got home from New York last May to watch WrestleMania in this 2-night format. Fun. Philip says I don't know. I'm going to cheer on Bianca Belair to win at WrestleMania. No hard feelings, Becky. I still like you and all. Robbie says, yeah, such a twat too. LOL. Hey, Ayla. Matthew says, you're a ghost. Oh, twat. Robbie says, yeah, Matthew, not the friendly type like Caspa. Ayla's like, so Idaho people are like Texas people, just nicer, like Canadians. It's odd. We do. We kind of are like Canadians in the sense that we do say sorry a lot. It's really weird. But we smile all the time. It's even more creepy. Like most people. Not a lot of people are polite, but most of them.
There are drug addicts and stuff. There are bad people in our area that they don't.
Yeah.
They're not happy, or they don't smile or wave and stuff. But
yeah, but most of the time, like, our city was called like the smile capital of the the smile capital of the world is what we were called.
I think it's against the law not to smile on the sidewalk. Obviously, they're not going to cite
away from
you.
The sidewalks. Feels like Robbie. Feels like I think Bianca Belair might become the new WWE Raw Women's Hairy Armpit Champion at WrestleMania.
Probably. I hope not, but...
You know what I feel would be really great is if she took Becky's hair and glued it into her armpits.
Very classy. All right, it's happening.
Straight face.
The Usos versus RK Bro. Right there.
Like Ayla.
Randy's going to be way too much for either one of these two guys.
I would hope so. So he says with some shows, I give it a couple episodes before I decide if I want to continue watching it for the rest of the season or give up on it. Ayla's like, I'm nice.
That is so funny. Who said that? That they waste time. I have to investigate the series for a while to see if it's worth my time, because I will not stop watching a series if I start watching it. And so I have to do all the research first.
How much time do you want to be invested in it?
Less than 80 hours.
Well, I understand that. I'm just saying, like, because watching a series is an investment.
Right. That's why the Game of Thrones, as of right now, I can do. It's 80 hours exactly. Well, it's just a little under 80 hours. So that one isn't so bad. And if it's really good, like a Seinfeld or a Big Bang Theory or something, I can handle over that. But I'm not going to binge it. I just don't mind if it's on.
Right. Well, and the thing of it is watching a few episodes of it isn't a big deal. And they're funny. So most of the time they're funny, they're entertaining, and they're quick, so you don't think about it. Right. When you have to invest in, like, information and knowing and remembering things, quote-unquote, like the Vikings thing, you have to, like, invest time and pay attention. Right. Or else you don't know what's going on.
I still don't know his name. But I figure...
Ragnar?
Uh-huh. But I figure by the end I'll know his name, right. So it's not the big deal.
Right. Probably says, Ayla, you're too funny. Cheers for making my night. As if it says with movies, if the movie doesn't keep my attention after 5 minutes, I give up on it right away.
That's kind of not the best way to watch a movie, because most movies shouldn't be good until the end anyways, because they're supposed to be character development.
And story.
And
most of the time a movie... Now, I don't like it when it takes the whole movie and the last 5 minutes of the movie is the interesting part. That I hate.
Oh, well, yeah. No.
Because I've invested all this time for the movie and it comes out like that and I'm so mad.
Unless it's a 2 movie or 3 movie thing and the first movie has to explain.
Yeah, but most of the time they're not anymore. They're just stupid. Matthew says, ever watch those people who climb cranes and do pull-ups hanging off of them? My palms are sweaty just thinking about it.
Oh, yeah. Dude, the ones that get me more, and I'm not claustrophobic by any means, I could take a sleeping bag and put it over my head, upside down, and stand there.
Right.
Probably get thrown around, roll around outside. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable, but I could do it.
Right.
But I watch these motherfuckers in caves, and they go through holes like this big that are like 100 yards.
Yeah. Before
it opens up again, and they just crawl like a centimeter at a time. I'm like, fuck that. Like, 'cause you're stuck. I mean, you're not stuck because you're still moving, but you can't go backwards. So you got to go all the way to the end to turn around to go back out, and it's going to take you the same amount of time to get out. And I am a rusher, you know? I'd rather fall than be stuck on the ground, I guess you could say.
Right.
Whatever's fastest.
Ayla says, oh, Ravi, you're almost as unbearable as Sophie. Film says, okay, Travis, I agree with you. Let Becky win the match and get revenge on Bianca. Vindicator says, that's weird, Sophie, but you keep doing you. Sophie's like, so Idaho people marry their cousins like Texans do?
Texans don't marry their cousins. That's like Arkansas.
That's like Kentucky. Don't you know anything about the Blue Ridge Mountains and Tennessee and shit? Like, hello? There is a little bit of, like, ancestral stuff.
There was blue people. Those blue people, that was a genetic disorder that kept passing down in their own family.
Yeah.
There was a reason they were blue. That's ancestral stuff.
Yeah.
And, I mean, there could be ancestral stuff, but that probably happens anywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. Not just Idaho.
That's why they call it kissing cousins, stuff like that. But
you're probably lucky you don't live in Texas, Sophie. I bet your ass would be dead. Robbie's like, I was being nice to you, and you come in with the hella disrespect. Matthew's like, oh, Sophie. Sophie's like, does Luke have a day off from modding? And Robbie says, once you join the Gab, you never want to leave. Matthew says, Luke was literally just speaking. Vindicator says, I don't know. Idaho always seemed a lot more rural than Texas, but most states like guns and drugs and some reason to protest about something. I guess.
Not a lot of protesting going on here.
Matthew says, Ravi, it's true. It's damn true. Luke says, Sophie, that Idaho joke was uncalled for. It was like, so mostly Idaho is Mormons. A lot of people are addicted to stuff, and some are totally Karens. Just depends on where in Idaho you're at. Don't go to Walmart or Blackfoot and you're fine. Ravi says, are they keeping the belts? Oh, shit. Baby, Travis picked the Usos to win it, so I don't know. Didn't you?
Over the weekend?
Yeah, for WrestleMania. Didn't you pick the Usos?
Yeah, I think the Bloodline's going to have all the belts at the end of the WrestleMania.
Sophie says, I tried to watch Game of Thrones, but I got bored. Luke says, and when I'm off from modding, it's none of your business, Sophie. Matthew says, I don't trust the Mormons. Ayla says, Sophie, how's your AIDS? Is it strong like the rest of Florida? Ayla's like, me either, Matthew. Film says, okay, Ms. D and Travis, I have to get going, but before I go, who would win in your armpit deodorant match, Bailey or Lacey Evans? I choose Lacey Evans. Bye, y'all. Matthew says, oh, what the fuck, AIDS in Florida? Looks like, Sophie, your taste in things is highly questionable. Always Mr. Charlie, Sophie says, with both shows and movies, I'm very picky because I don't know what I'm looking for to watch.
Well, Sophie's interested or not interested in ancestral stuff, and Game of Thrones is filled with it. At least the first book is.
I think the whole movie is kind of. Robbie's like, Luke, when are you free from modding? Matthew says the Mormons are who was behind the attack I endured in Arizona. Philip says, God bless America, God bless WWE and AEW armpits. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Big hugs, big heart. I'll see you on AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite. Wednesday Night Dynamite. Bye, Film. Thanks for hanging with us tonight, bud. Ayla says, so most people from Florida sleep with alligators. Just a myth. Is that why they all have AIDS?
I heard there was a motherfucker at the drive-thru who took an alligator out of his car and threw it into the window
of the drive-thru.
Of the drive-thru because he was mad.
At the drive-thru person for something. Like they didn't have something or something. Like
so
it was their fault.
He threw an alligator at them. That shit is badass.
He was
Floridians are a different breed.
He was arrested for assault.
The native, you gotta have the native Floridians. I don't mean the New Yorkers that went there.
Yeah, not the people who just moved.
Not the snowbirds. I'm talking about the
people who actually were born there.
Crazy motherfuckers.
There. Phil's like, bye, Matthew. See you on Wednesday. Luke's like, never.
Their dad has a still and a meth lab.
Right. Matthew's like, have fun, Phil. See you then. Phil's like, peace. It says, so Florida, in fact, has the highest AIDS rate in the USA. Google it. Robbie's like, oh, Luke, you and Sophia are a match made in heaven.
They do have South Beach. It makes a lot of sense.
Yes. Luke says, if I'm not modding or working on my animal stuff, I'm editing video content for the people I mod for. And he makes food. A lot of food. Lots of food. Matthew says, oh, I think AIDS is rampant in Florida because of the Clintons. Jesus Christ. It looks like go on vacation, leave with a prescription. James Satellos in the chat. Hey, James says, can a wrestler get charged if he does a move on another wrestler and the wrestler dies?
If he did it against the rules, right? Like if he was to do something outside of character, but if he did it inside of character, no.
Robbie says, Ayla, when did you have all this confidence? Like D all of a sudden. It looks like Robbie, that joke is not good. I'm not laughing. Sophie says, I don't have AIDS because I'm a virgin and I'm shy. Good for you.
Maid Marian.
Vindicator says, alright, Travis, the delete thing, you know by now. I don't care about anything Randy Orton is doing, so I'm checking out and we'll holla back at you all, you guys, in 40 or so hours. Thanks for hanging out with us, Vindicator.
Whoa. It's been an interesting one tonight.
Have a great night. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Seeing the Usos in the red keep making me think it's the Street Profits. And I'm like, Dawkins has lost some weight.
And you're like, these people, wait a minute. That's not the right people. These are the wrong people. I was like, yeah, Luke, you're obsessed with Sophie. Vindicator's like, sleep tight. Don't let the springtime bugs bite. Looks like, whatever you say, Robbie, sure. Vindicator's like, Vid, take care, homie. Vindicator's like, you too, Money Matt. Illa's laughing. You're from Florida. You have AIDS by default. Isn't Sophie from New York originally, though? Matt is like, LOL, assault with a live alligator.
He did. Like, you can Google that shit. That shit's funny.
It was like a juvenile alligator. It was a small one, but still.
It still hurt like a motherfucker.
Sophie's like, what would Wrestling Gab tag team name if they were wrestled for WWE TV? I fucking don't know.
It's called What the Fuck Is She Wearing?
Robbie says, lucky Luke people don't for your mod off all mods, brothers and sisters. Matthew is that, and Robbie says, I make food when I'm hungry. Vindicator says, bye Luke, Ayla, and all her various orientation identities. Luke's laughing, do I offend you, Vin? Luke's like, bye Vin. Robbie says, Vin left the chat because of Ayla. And Luke's like, whatever you say, Robbie. Matthew says, I'd much rather have AIDS than to have been born in New Jersey. There is no cure for that. However, marvels in medical science happen every day, so there is a chance I can be cured of AIDS. A basketball player was. You can
Magic
too.
Johnson.
You
just got to get in the money machine and rub money all over yourself.
Just rub money all over yourself and you'll be cured of AIDS. Or you just get a whole bunch of dead babies. So, according to South Park. One or the other has to happen. South Park way or other.
I think that was Michael J. Fox eating babies, wasn't it?
Oh, was it? I'm pretty sure it was the AIDS one, too. I thought it was that one, too.
I know the AIDS one is... The cure for AIDS is money.
Is it money?
Yeah.
Is it that one money?
Magic Johnson, and he's sleeping with all his girls. He just rolls from one side of the bed to the other side.
That's funny. Robbie's like Luke in the house. Sophie says New Jersey, ew, New York is much better. Robbie says, Ayla, stop being Ayla. As Ayla told Robbie to stop being annoying. James Sotelo is in the chat. Hey, James, how's it going, man?
Woo!
Says, does Vince McMahon have contracts to arenas where only WWE can have shows?
Well, yeah, they have to sign contracts months in advance. But he doesn't own any stadiums or anything. And like Madison Square Garden can probably host another wrestling event. I don't think they have exclusives on WWE stuff.
Right.
If that's what you're asking.
Yes, basically what you answered. Yes, that's what they're asking. It says wherever Sophie's from, stay the F out of there. Sophie says, I know baseball spring training is happening. Yeah, they did start their shit.
Some of my top prospects are gangbusters right now. I'm excited about it.
Matthew says Magic Johnson got AIDS 30 years ago and is still alive. Yes, it was South Park with money and Magic Johnson. Yes. Sophie says, I was born in New York and now live in Florida. Ayla's like, Matthew, so you have AIDS and you're a Jersey boy. I hear if you spray Windex on your AIDS, you'll get better. It's a Greek thing. Matthew says, you know what? What's up, Sophie? Robbie's like, Ayla, when you inviting Sophie to your house, Ayla used to know what's up. Just so kind.
Dear Lord.
I'm so glad this is going to be over in about 5 minutes.
Do you see Otis?
We finish each other's sandcastles. Sentences.
Sandwiches. Never been better. Sheesh.
Never been baiter.
I love he falls forward. Now you're getting it. Well, thank you.
Chad's like, we have to have Otis eat the garbage.
He's like, I ain't eating that shit. You see my abs?
This. It was like, Sophie. Sophie says, I wonder if the arenas, both AEW and WWE booked, will eventually be double booked at some point. They won't.
Nope.
Unless somebody does some stupid error on their end of booking it.
And then they lose a lot of money because they'll get sued.
Yeah, it shouldn't
Vince has done it in Denver before, where the basketball team plays the Nuggets, the Maggots.
The Maggots?
The Maggots.
I like those Maggots. I think that's a great name for a basketball team. Maggots.
Whoa, Riddle flying knee.
I'm not sure what that was, but it wasn't a knee flying.
That was a flying knee.
That was him stopping mid whatever.
He hit him with a knee.
He mid fell down. That is like, LOL, what the fuck, dude? Sophie's like, I used to watch the first couple seasons of South Park, same as I used to watch Family Guy. Robbie says Sophie can watch her paintings dry. Ayla, when's AEW's pay-per-view on?
Memorial Day weekend.
That will be in May. That's
right, here's the
Family Guy is lame to me these days. Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, that's it. No, Randy's just too clever.
Clever boy.
Another power slam.
It was like,
nobody's in there.
Boys. Matthew says, Ayla, you're sharper than attack tonight. She must be feeling better, you guys. Better be careful.
I was going to ask her if she is feeling better.
She should have taken all those drugs. She should be getting better by now.
Don't shit on her.
Should.
Uh-oh. DDT.
Should.
Pet the DDT.
He got it. It happens. The crowd is crazy. They want more. So he says, it must have been hard to make up dates for arenas with both WWE and AEW after not going anywhere for almost 2 years. So they probably planned a lot of that stuff in advance.
Street Profits.
Depending on when things opened up.
The Street Profits.
So the Street Profits
mobbed them.
So RK. So who wins?
The
default.
Well, yeah, they got attacked. Randy got attacked, so they win. RK Bro wins.
Oh, okay. So RK Bro wins that, and the Street Profits are beating him up.
And now this other tag team.
And Boogs are in there beating up.
It's a double tag team
Usos.
in it finish. Look at the Boogs. Look at the power.
There's like a cute
gorilla pressing. Look at that. That's a big dude. I mean, obviously Jay's helping her, or Jimmy's helping him, but
yeah. Well, you want to be careful with everybody.
Oh, he's just taking him. He's kidnapping him. I think that's kidnapping. You just take somebody and run off with them.
Kidnapping.
Uh-oh, this is how Randy got hurt.
Oh, God, he's going to try to do it to him again?
Riddle, the RK Bro.
Oh, he gave him. He's going to get him, too.
Over the top. He's too smooth. Oh, he got hit with the real deal.
He got an assist with the RKO. Ouch. It only takes one.
But no Otis, right? Like, no, they're in that, too.
Yeah.
There's no Alpha Academy. Where are they?
I don't know. Maybe they decided not to come.
They were in the Burger King commercial, so they're like, whatever. There's still 3 minutes.
Snickers. Oh. I was like, hello, Matthew, with the great comments. Ayla's like, haha, thanks. Matthew says Family Guy does a lot of underage sex jokes and it's lame. Alex says, Delita, how can I convince you and or Trav to play either WWE 2K22 Elden Ring or the South Park games on stream instead of letting the games collect dust like the FF7 game Trav showed us on Friday? He told me all about that, so I'm not embarrassed. Final Fantasy. I'm like this weird little collector of things. New things. They're new and they're
One more
shiny
time.
things.
One more time.
And it's really weird like that. There's certain games I'll play and then certain games I'm like, oh, I don't know. It's really strange to me. I love
another one.
Love playing video games. But as I've gotten older as an adult, I just have this hard time telling myself that it's fine to waste my day or time playing them. I don't know why.
Still 2 minutes.
I get so sucked into them that I literally forget that I have to do other things. Like with life. Like breathe and eat and stuff. So I could
do it on here. Make money while you're doing
it. Stream it. Anyways, I did look up to see about getting WWE 2K22 today. I was kind of looking around. It looks like they have it back in stock at Walmart.
Woo!
So it says both Ozark and Grace and Freaky final season
I
premieres.
kind of
on
want
Sunday,
the
April
advanced one. Do they have the NWO one?
Yeah.
It's a lot
the
more money.
$100 one. Mm-hmm.
But it's just because it doesn't have Ray on the cover.
Oh, I thought it did have him on
No,
the
it's
cover
got the
too.
NWO guys. It's got Hogan and Hall and Nash.
Oh, so you want the different one. Because the one I saw has
yeah,
Ray
it's
on it.
Ray.
Anyways.
There's an NWO one.
So we said both Ozark and Gracie Frank final season premiere. Admiral Martha's like, boo. And Robbie says not a bad match to be F. Matthew says, Robbie, you're too kind. Robbie says, Matthew, you're a scholar and a gentleman. Sophie says, so no new champions if history has shown us.
Oh, there's going to be new champions.
Yeah,
there's going to be a lot of championship.
Ayla says, I do feel better after 2 rounds of antibiotics. And Matthew says, this incarnation of Randy is my favorite since the days of Evolution. Matthew also says, and injecting bleach. Gross. I don't think Ayla was injecting bleach. Sophie says, we got 3 more minutes left. Matthew's smiling and waving and stuff. And Robbie says, Ayla defo feeling on top of the world like Brock. Ayla says, Chelsea, older stepsister, just had a full mastectomy today, 31 years old. Scary.
What was it? A full
Mastectomy.
Is that a breast thing?
Yeah. Chelsea, her older stepsister.
Right.
Just had a full vasectomy, 31 years old. Isn't that is that your sister from your dad's or your older stepsister? Is that your dad's kid or on stepsister?
Well,
okay, Ayla, I'm confused.
Well, Chelsea could be her stepsister too because they have different dads. Right?
Well, yeah, but she's not 31 years old.
That would be half sister, so no.
Yes. Stepsisters are people who are from stepfathers and stuff like that. Heidi says, well, I'm out of here. And Matthew says, Robbie, you're my new public relations officer. Robbie says, Ayla, 31 is old. Sophie says they are still planting the seeds of Orton turning on Riddle at some point.
Well, yeah. Of course. Any tag team in WWE is going to break up at some point.
Yeah. Robbie says, hello, gladly, Matthew. Matthew says, later, Heidi. And Ayla says, I know, Robbie, it is old. Mitzi says, see you Friday. And Luke says, then just pick a day and play the South Park games or WWE 2K22. Stream. On this stream, I should stream it through YouTube streaming, or should we do it on our Twitch stuff, because we do have Wrestling Gap Twitch. I just don't know what would be better to do it. Robbie says, try being 36 like me, that's young. Matthew says, oh, then I'm ancient at 38. And God Fleshy says, bye-bye.
We already have this. I would just put it on this channel, just instead of making a new channel for everything.
Right? Luna says, I'm leaving for sleep mode. And Luke says, I was going to say you can buy the basic game on disc and pay for the extra content in the PlayStation Store, but Trav doesn't want the Mysterio cover. LOL. I guess not. That was news to me.
I mean, I'm okay with it.
Or something.
But come on, if you can have Hulk Hogan and Hall and Nash, the NWO on your cover, if you're going to own the game, you might as well go.
Matthew says, both buy Goth and Luna. Robbie says, LOL, Lukey Luke at 619 LOL. And Matthew says, WrestleMania is only 5 sleeps away. Ella says, breast cancer, both removed completely. Heather is Chelsea's dad's sister, step, not half. Heather is Chelsea's dad's sister.
Yeah, I know her.
Okay.
What about Heather?
Step, not half. Okay.
So it's Heather's kid?
Luke says, why not do it here where you have a small but established community? Probably.
Yes.
Probably be the best way. Okay, Ayla, so when you're throwing in stepsister, that's what the confusing part is, right? So are you saying stepsister because of which... Stepsisters usually mean it was your stepfather's or stepmother's child. Okay? So, like, your parent married this person. They already had kids, so they're your step siblings. Okay? So, if your parent never married them, right, but you're related to them, it would be halves. So, Ayla says, Chelsea's dad's kid. Okay. So, Chelsea's
dad.
Half
Mike.
Sibling. Chelsea's your sister.
I know who Chelsea is.
I know. But so your sister's dad's other kid.
My sister's dad's my dad.
Right. So it would be her half sibling, basically.
Chelsea's.
It would be Chelsea's half sibling. sister. Her half-sister. Chelsea's half-sister from her dad had... Okay, got it. I think I got it now. She's Mike's stepdaughter, Marie's daughter. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
okay, so they're not related at all. Got it.
I'm trying to remember what her name is.
I don't know.
Dang, I can't remember her name.
Heather, maybe, is what she said? Heather?
Oh, yeah, there is a Heather.
Heather is Chelsea's dad's sister, stepsister, not half. Heather. So her name is Heather, the one that had the...
Where'd you just read all that?
That one.
Heather is Chelsea's dad.
Yeah, and then
sister.
she says, I'm all over the place. She's Mike's stepdaughter, Marie's daughter.
Right.
It's fine, Ayla. We figured it out.
Yeah, I remember her. She lived with April there for a while.
Right. Luke says, I don't think there was an NWO box cover. I think that was just art for the digital download. Oh, well, if that's
It's
case,
the third one. There's 3.
Matthew says, that's awful. Losing boobs is like a guy losing his grapefruits. Matthew says, oh, see, this is what I'm trying to figure out about Idahoans. Rob is like, this sounds like a cryptic question. It was like I'm all over the place. Yeah. Lazy Kitten 67's in the chat. Hey, Lazy Kitten says,
hey.
Hi, how's it going? Matthew says, let's stop confusing chat. You're being selfish. He was like, I know, I'm just throwing typos. The NWO for Life edition is 120.
NWO for Life.
It's the NWO for Life edition, Luke, is what it was. So it's extra money. So you have the one, and then you have the extra, and then you have the extra. Robbie's like, confusing the gab. I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to Ayla. It's not my fault that you're not involved. You ain't my family. Like, you my gab family, not my real family. Matthew's like, oh, you're cool, champ. Robbie says, D, so what does that make you and the family? I'm a Marian, so I'm nothing.
Maid Marian.
It was like, I'm not trying to be selfish. Okay, so Chelsea's step, she's not blood related. Got it. Matthew says, by the way, Misty, I hope the play was awesome on Friday. It was actually pretty funny. I don't know if you guys know any books or things with the butler named Jeeves, but it was a play rendition of Jeeves, and it was like Jeeves at sea. So, yeah.
Wow.
Was what it was. It was pretty funny. Matthew says, Ayla, you're the chat champ. Do what you want. And Robbie says, do you have extra money? No, I don't have extra money. Looks like it's the same price as it is on PlayStation Store. Yeah, well, I'm not saying that. I'm talking about you have the regular one, right? And then you have the extended, and then you have the NWO.
And no, she's not going to buy anything that's digital. She just won't. It has to be a hard disk. It sits up there.
I will buy some digital stuff. Like, I've downloaded digital stuff on my...
Right. Well, yeah, if it's like, especially if it's on
Wii
for free or on sale.
And stuff like that, and things that maybe I want to play. But if it's something I really, really want, like Animal Crossing was one I really, really wanted, I bought the actual game. I'm very weird nostalgic from the, I'm an 80s kid, guys. I'm old. It's like I never heard of Jeeves as a play. I don't think it was ever a play. I'm pretty sure it was books or stories or something like that, and it was, and the people wrote it to be a play for this particular thing. So yeah, Matthew's like, I never heard of Jesus play, and he was like, delete this, my mom figured that out. That's a whole other ball of worms that we aren't getting into. All right, everybody, we're gonna leave. It's like 10 after 9, and I'm hot. It's hot and gross in here.
All right, everybody.
All right.
Thank you for watching Wrestling Gab. We'll see you in 2 days.
All right, we'll see you on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. Thank you.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab.